Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here. And just about ready to get things going. Everything should be coming through all right. Hi, everybody. We're about ready to kick off the Gfinity EU Cup for October 2nd, 2015. And just trying to keep up on the bracket. So, anyway, as always, my name is Shalthis, joined by my good buddy Freezing Wolves.
Hello.
We are trying to get ready for what should be a very exciting tournament. It has already kicked off, of course. As you know, these tournaments started about 6 p.m. British Standard Time. But wanted to let everything kind of get started, let everything get moving forward, and then I figured we'd hop in and get down to the action. And yeah, we've got a lot of really good teams participating in the tournament.
Oh yeah,
this week. So. Got
Swarm, Team Rocket, Team Shazu, Yuma Zero, Flipside, Team Weemus, and then we got the up and coming Team Renewal, One Nice Team. I mean, oh god, I'm excited. I can't wait to see how everyone plays out and how it goes.
Yeah, there are basically every team that you usually think of when you're talking about top tier EU Rocket League seems to be involved in this tournament, and that's usually the case.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel the scary point for me, though, in this bracket is we're going to see a lot of the big teams play early. Swarm and Team Rocket are one of the first ones, and they're actually most likely playing in the third round, which would be scary.
Yeah, and that will be coming up probably pretty soon here, but you know, with that in mind, I actually think we're going to not waste much time here and just hop straight into our first game, which is going to be featuring none other than Swarm themselves, and they are basically getting just started here, so we haven't missed much of anything, except for Pashi putting away the first goal.
Yeah, this was just an excellent touch thanks to Yemen setting up Pashi. I mean, you couldn't ask for too much more than that.
Yeah, smooth sailing so far. So to, I guess, update everybody while kind of where we are right now, since I'm sure not everybody is completely familiar with Swarm's opponents. I'm trying to access my bracket here. Alright, so in the orange is Sky's Esports. It's obviously Spectro, Magin, and Revenge. And of course the familiar crew, well, somewhat familiar crew here of Swarm Gaming. Deboer not playing today, substituted out by Yemen, a very familiar face from Team Epic.
Yep,
so.
Usual name is Yemen the country, which I always find funny. And then with Sky's Esports, a little background on them. They've actually been doing pretty decent in the ESL, but really haven't gone as far as, say, like Team Renewal and some of the others. So, definitely looking forward to seeing what they do in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I will say Swarm has been getting a lot of practice playing with subs lately as well. They just came off of playing MLG yesterday, finishing off the regular season and qualifying in first place in their division. But Stocky was actually not able to play, so they had a substitute there, and now, of course, Deboer not in today and playing with Yemen. And they had Scrubkilla in for them this past ESL.
Oh, what a beautiful shot by Stocky.
That was just a little bit of a pinch there, kind of Pashi coming in as well, and they both just kind of... Oh, no, sorry, Yemen. Yeah, they both kind of helped get that one right in there. So just good positioning by Stocky on that one to make sure he was there to kind of be a rebound point for Yemen on that. But so far, typical Swarm gaming. You know, I think Yemen could be a pretty good substitute on this team. They seem to work really well when one of the components isn't there. They're certainly not in the top form that they need to be in.
Oof.
At least, you know, against certain teams, it's hard to differentiate between, you know, this version of Swarm and the top form version of Swarm. But, I mean, if you look back on their ESL series against Flipside, they weren't running at full strength, but they still, I would say, you know, did fairly well in that series.
Definitely, but I'd be warned, big guy. I think Pashy's listening in on you, so I'd be careful what you say. I think he's taking pot shots here because of you.
Well, you know, I mean, I've never said anything bad about Pashy. When it comes to his play style and his skill, he's definitely one of the best, and I love watching him play. I mean, it just comes down to, as a team, you know, I know what they're capable of when it's a full unit. Like, when it's just the entire Swarm entity of DeBoer, Stocky, and Pashy, they are probably the best team in Europe, or at least tied for the best team. And the only reason I can't give them that with certainty is because we haven't had that one defining match. Yep. They have to beat a full-power Flipside in a tournament series. When they do that, then they've got #1 on lock. Hands down.
Right,
but right now,
Pashy's
just looking ridiculous. I've just left the camera on Pashy here for a little while, and it's just, I don't need to change it, because that's where all the goals are right now.
Yeah, it's glorious, isn't it? The big issue I have with today for Gfinity and Swarm's team is, can Yemen match the intensity that DeBoer usually brings?
That's a very good question, and I think we'll hopefully start to find that out as we go forward here, because that's a lot. That's a big ask. That's certainly a very big ask to bring for anybody. You know, DeBoer brings a lot of like you said, that intensity and that aggression to the offensive side of Swarm, and if Yemen can't match that, I think Swarm is capable enough to adjust it. And I'm not even sure what kind of team Flipside is rocking with today, because the listing in Gfinity is not quite clear on that.
Yeah, same with Teamus Weemus. So it's actually kind of curious of what they're actually going to play with on both sides, since Teamus Weemus is the B side of Flipside.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I said this before. I don't necessarily like calling Teamus Weemus a B team for Flipside, because they're so good. I tend to go with like alternate team.
Oh yeah, I see them as their own entity.
Or sub-team. You know, something at least that, I don't know.
Yeah,
well, there's
I agree with you. I believe there's credit where it's due, and Teamus Weemus has definitely been showing that they are becoming a up-and-rising team where they're close to the point where they can actually handle a lot of these pro teams.
Oh, definitely. You know, all they had to, you know, they proved that they're capable of winning. Granted, they had Kuxir on the team, but when they all started clicking, you know, they were a serious threat just a few Gfinities ago. So, we know what they're capable of. It's just a matter of making sure they can execute it without the need of a sub.
Stop. Yeah, why?
It's a little crazy right now.
Stocky just stole that from Pashy. Just like, nope. Also, we do have an update for the Teamus Weemus in their first series. They apparently lost the first game, which I found was astounding, but from what I heard, it was actually a 2v3 for that first game.
Yeah, that's what we're getting. So, I mean, hey, can't blame you there. It's not easy to win when you don't have your whole team with you. That's kind of the first ask there. But yeah, unfortunately, Weemus not able to make it out of the first round due to playing that. So
yeah, and Team Rocket also has a sub. I finally got to look at their matches and noticed that they are also Noor's playing for them. I don't know who's out at the moment. I'm currently looking that up for us. But game one goes to Swarm very, very convincingly.
I'm going to guess it's Cole, since he's the one who tends to run a little late for some of these things, just due to his own real-life schedule.
Yeah, and I just got confirmation that Cole is out.
But all right, we are kicking off the next game here. I think we're just on game 2 right now. I don't believe we missed really anything in this series. So as it stands right now, Swarm in the blue, up 1 game in this best-of-5 series.
Oh, what a good pass by Stocky, and Yemen just whiffed on it. Thought he might have had a chance there.
Yeah, now that we got that first game out of the way, it's time to just kind of see how Sky Esports, tends to adapt a bit here and how they respond to just the kind of aggression that we know Swarm is bringing and will continue to bring throughout this series and throughout the tournament.
Yeah, I hate to say it though, but I think we are seeing the best of Skies right now just because I've seen no change in tactics or pace by them yet.
Yeah, it can be hard to say. For some teams, Yemen finally gets himself on the board. I believe that's his first goal of this tournament. But a very nice one. Plays it off the wall by Pashy, as you can see here, and just gets right in, drills it into the net. He did have a near goal in the last one, but it ended up getting rebounded off of Stocky. So, technically, counted as his goal. But, yeah, I mean, there's no denying Yemen is a very solid player. I've seen him play a ton for Epic, of course. And Epic, a very formidable team in their own right when they're on. I think that's the takeaway here.
Right, exactly. And I mean, just seeing the amount of pressure that Swarm can put on, even with two of their main players, is just astounding.
Yeah, I can see right now they're clearly trying to use that same style that they're used to with DeBoer. Basically the whole heavy kind of 3-forward push that they tend to do. So it'll be interesting just now to see how that plays out against, I'm going to be honest, against Team Rocket. Because it seems like that's probably where they're going to wind up, and Team Rocket will probably wind up in the next round as well. So that series, I think, will be their first real test on using this new sub, having Yemen in there, and how their strategy is going to play out, and then how Team Rocket responds.
Right, exactly. Now, see, that was a mistake by Yemen right there. Too far forward in his positioning, actually left a goal wide open.
Yeah, I did. Most teams would probably be able to punish that, but for some teams, if they're getting a little overwhelmed by how Swarm plays, or really how any kind of top-tier team plays, Swarm, Flipside, you name it, they can get a little just kind of mentally overwhelmed too, and they find even some basic strategies really hard to pull off.
Yeah.
And a nice little setup. That gets taken out by Magin. Right now...
Oh, good pinch by Pashy. Oh, Yemen should have had it.
Yeah, timing was a little off there. This can be kind of hard to judge sometimes.
Yemen knows he should have had that. Saying sorry to his teammates on that one. It's alright though, because Pashy won't stop passing it until the game's over.
Nah, everything will just continue as normal. That's a good thing about Swarm, is that they don't give up on strategies that maybe don't work a couple times if they are generally effective. And right now, Pashy breaking out that 1v1. Couldn't quite get the aerial dunk there.
What a good save by Spectro. He was in the perfect position to not only block Pashy, but Yemen as well.
Yeah, those are tricky shots to stop, It's one thing to stop a shot that's going in with a lot of velocity. Oh, that was a nice redirect by Pashy there. Looked like it was probably going to go in anyway, but yeah, if we follow Stocky on this, gets it up, Pashy gets the big finish.
I think Stocky actually was passing it to Pashy.
He might have been. It looked like Pashy just kind of took it off his roof, but yeah, it actually looked like on the replay it was probably a proper setup. So, I mean, that's the thing with Swarm. They play so quickly and so effectively that things that look unintentional are completely deliberate. And there's Pashy again.
I'm telling you, I think they're just trying to make Pashy become MVP for this series, because no matter if they miss a shot, the shot's always a setup for Pashy. Whether it's, a close one or it's just wide, Pashy's always there to put it back in.
Oh yeah, and that's kind of always been the case with Swarm. You know, they very rarely are ever just going to put one shot on goal. You know, even if it's Pashy who comes in, usually you got DeBoer or Stocky who's going to follow that up, and then maybe right after you've got the other person who didn't get the second shot to make a third. You know, that's just the approach that they take, and I think that's part of how they play, and that's also part of that offense. And there's a nice little setup. Pashy sets it up high.
Close.
Couldn't quite follow up. Did go a little too high, but still good. But yeah, that's just the, you know, part of how Swarm plays and part of the type of offense that they use is that there's so many people forward that they're constantly able to put pressure on the goal. And you know, I always say it, but you keep putting shots on goal and something's bound to go in.
Yeah,
even if they don't all go in.
You're going to break that defense eventually. And if you don't, well, you just probably played the best defense in the game.
Yeah. It practically always happens. And there's another little bit of touch. And Pashy with just the Rule 2 stealing the goal.
Yeah, just out of position for Skies Esports. No one's really rotating well for them, and it's biting them in the butt right now. Well, while we have a second after this second game is practically over, I do have an update about Teamus Weemus. Apparently, because Scott's firmware update actually wouldn't let him connect to Rocket League servers, Teamus Weemus had to play 2v3 the whole time, and they lost to Team Mock 1-3.
Yeah.
And from what I heard is they went into overtime each one after that first win, which is sad because that means they could have actually won it to maybe get Scott in later. So just unfortunate for that team.
Yeah, that is too bad. You know, I know they're having some issues with certain internet providers and certain firmware updates for PlayStation players and things like that. But yeah, that's too bad. You know, I hate it when that kind of stuff ends up costing you tournament wins and things like that. I'm sure Teamus Weemus would have gotten much, much further if not for that.
Yeah, I think they'll be fine though. They know what their squad is capable of. Maybe they want to try and prove a little bit today, but I mean, it's alright. They've got plenty of time for the ESL and other games coming up for them to prove their worth.
Yep. There's always next week, so there's that too. But,
yeah, it's not as long as next year. It's next week.
Yeah, it's 1 week away. All right, here we go. Game 3 of this series in blue. Swarm Gaming. They are up 2-0 in this best of 5. About to go up 3.
Ooh,
there's Yemen. Very nice approach to the goal. And in the orange, Skies Esports. Nice stop on that rebound. That was, you know, I saw him coming in with the ball, and the rebound attempt, or at least the save attempt, just got a bad angle, and Yemen was able to stop it and put it right back in the net. So, good early goal for Swarm, getting things rolling here without too much of an issue.
Yeah, I think, to be fair, I thought Pashy was actually going to just try and run with it, but Yemen stole it from Pashy, so I was a little confused by it, but it worked. So,
yeah, I mean, from what we've seen so far, they've got a pretty good team dynamic here with Yemen in. You know, I think they are trying to use that same kind of aggressive approach, which is good because Yemen is typically, you know, in the striking role for Epic. So I guess it's just kind of working out. They just, you know, want to make sure that they gel as a team unit, which is always difficult. But I think going through these the first few series that they've already had, they've had a chance to work out any serious kinks. And hopefully they'll be in fighting form for Team Rocket, because that is going to be a test and a half.
Yeah, and the only problem I see is I do see some flaws in the play with Yemen at the moment, just because his rotations are a little sloppy with Stocky and Pashy, so he's just got to work on that and be a little more consistent. I think they'll be just fine.
Yeah, absolutely, and hopefully the test against Team Rocket won't come to be too much of a test. But we'll find out. Because a lot of that also is going to come down to how well will Team Rocket be playing today. Because that's a question you have to ask yourself every week. There's another nice follow-up.
Yeah, it's a really good setup, and Skies couldn't clear it out. Yeah, it looks like Revenge doesn't get a chance to hit it, and Pashy sets up Yemen nicely.
Yeah, some very nice passing plays on there. Gets Yemen his second goal of the day. Or sorry, second goal of the game. Excuse me. I think that was his, I don't know, 4th or 5th of the day so far.
I got tired of counting. It was too much.
It's hard to keep track when everybody's racking up the score there on Swarm right now. But
you get a goal. You get a goal. Everyone gets a goal.
It's the Oprah of Rocket League. Yeah, I mean, just so far, really solid play out of Swarm, just keeping the ball in their opponent's zone. I mean, time of possession is a huge factor in Rocket League.
Yeah,
the longer you have it, the more you're just going to be able to get chances. And speaking of which,
Stocky was just ready for that. To be fair, Skies, they're playing too aggressive. Like, they're trying to show up Swarm, and they're not playing their game. Because they're rushing their clears, they're rushing their passes. They need to take a deep breath right now to actually get a goal here, because I don't want to see them get clean sheet twice.
Yeah, I mean, what we've seen here is just, you're exactly right. They're letting Swarm dictate the pace, and if you let Swarm do that, then you're going to be left in pieces like that. But, I mean, yeah, that's really what we're looking at here, is just Swarm's dictating the pace, they're dictating the tempo, and I don't think Skies is the kind of team that can match Swarm and that level of intensity. So instead of trying to slow it down and trying to set their own pace, they're trying to match it. And, yeah, that's just not going to happen here. And you're going to make big mistakes if you're not used to playing that style.
Yeah, but hopefully they learn from this that, hey, we see what they're doing, maybe we can try and match it or change up for it next time.
Yeah, it's not too bad when you're, when you're in a team that isn't quite like...
Oh no, Pashy! Pashy knows he messed up with that setup. Oh, he messed up Yemen. Yemen had it. Oh, poor Pashy. That's alright, you've made enough goals for one mistake.
Yeah, at this point, you can afford to let things like that happen.
Hey, no clean sheet though, so...
Yeah, they did avoid the shutout, so always good. But yeah, like I was trying to say, even when you're a team that certainly doesn't match up, exactly with Swarm, it's good to take away from this just the learning opportunity. Save your replays. Look at what a team like Swarm does and how they respond to certain situations, and learn from that. Practice those kind of things. Because the strategy Swarm uses is a very challenging one to actually implement. Very few teams can successfully and regularly pull off a 3-forward aggressive style. That is so easy to get punished. But Swarm is one of the few teams that does it well because they know how to shut down, basically how to shut down most teams who can't clear it really well. Because that's the only way you respond to a team like this, and that was beautiful by Yemen. Pashy, though, steals it. Yemen, though, got a very nice setup here. We'll follow him through most of this. Plays it forward, and here comes Pashy.
Pashy being cheeky.
The very last second.
Yeah, Pashy being cheeky. Knew he had a chance at it. Just giving the newbie a hard time. Even Stocky's in on it.
Yeah. They know what happened there. But still, it's a team game. As long as you're ranking up the points, it's all that matters. Win the games. And that is something Swarm is doing without too much of a problem here. Looks like they're going to wrap this series up in the final 30 seconds with a nice, comfortable 4-1 lead.
And I think this gave them a good time to gel and to see exactly how Yemen's playing, because I've noticed now Stocky and Pashy are kind of back in their groove, playing their own game, and just goofing off while seeing what Yemen's going to do.
Yeah, exactly. They're very good at adjusting to subs. I've seen that quite a bit, and they know kind of how they want to adjust their play style.
Oh, Pashy almost scored it. Come on. Oh, no. Someone.
0-second time.
Come on, rule number one. Oh,
there it was.
I thought it was going to get in.
Very close. But there you go. Swarm Gaming is going to take this series in 3 straight. Not a big challenge there for them, all things considered. So they'll be moving on to the next round.
Yep. So, well, we got a little time real quick. definitely want to say, I want to say about a Teamus Weemus. People were talking about the PlayStation 4 and why they don't have a PC. Well, if you think about it, all right, it is $20 on Steam. Yes, you can get it, but when you think about this, you still have to have a computer that can handle this game.
Yeah, exactly.
And you also have to have the internet for it. Well, if you're playing on PS, yes, you have the internet. But the problem is that this is actually a more intensive game than you think for PCs. And like, I've tried playing this on my old computer back home, and I put it on the lowest settings, and the thing still lagged. And I had fantastic internet. So I mean, honestly, right now, I think some players are still having to do the PS4 just because of the cost of getting that PC to run this game at a good quality.
Yeah, I don't blame people who are playing it on PS4. It's a big cost to play the game, you know, at decent settings on PC, you know, and to have a system that can actually handle it. And considering the PS4 is, you know, what, $400, and then PS Plus is $50 or something like that, you know, that's all it took for most players.
Yeah.
So, it is what it is, you know.
Oh, Nice One Team actually made it. So that means if Flipside wins, Nice One Team and Flipside will be playing.
Yeah, that is going to be another big ask and a big task for Nice One Team. They are a very good team, but Flipside, man, they are relentless.
I know, but the defense from Nice One Team last time really had me excited to see what they could do.
Yeah, and I think this will be another good test for him, you know, kind of a rematch from last week's tournament, and just a chance to kind of show off a bit. But,
yeah, there's actually quite a lot of good games going on. So whatever you find, Bud, I'm happy to cast with you.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're going to head just straight into Swarm versus Team Rocket.
Oh, we're going right for it? All right.
Yeah, we're just going to keep following that through. I mean, we were talking about it so much. We know Team Rocket made it through Team Apex, pretty easily, 3-0 in that series. So really, like I was saying, first test for both teams. So I'm just going to pop into Game View. We're just waiting on Team Rocket to join up now. But
the sub hype.
Yeah. All right.
So
it's a great sub challenge.
I was about to say, yeah. While we're waiting, let's do this talk. Who do you think for Rocket or Swarm is the better sub right now for them? Is it Noor or is it Yemen?
That's a really hard question. I mean, Noor is an amazing player. Like, he is a fantastic player. But Yemen has so much more tournament experience. Like, I tend to see him playing not only in tournaments, but at the high end of tournaments. Like, at least top 8. That's usually where Epic winds up. So, with that, you know, I'm very inclined to say that just with that dynamic, and it might lean towards Swarm here because of that. But I think the bigger factor is not which sub is better, but which team unit is better.
Yeah, that'll be the big key here. And right now, I would have to give that to Swarm. But we'll see how it goes.
We will. Test is on. Game is on. Game 1 here in the blue. Swarm Gaming in orange. Team Rocket. We are underway.
And the first question asked is, where's the chips? Doomsy apparently thinking there's going to be a good show.
Yeah, bring your popcorn. We're going to have some fun tonight.
Oh, they can't get a good clear, though, for Team Rocket. And there's the first shot.
Oh, here comes Stocky coming in high. Goes a little off to the left. Another good center there. Stocky's in a good position to try to play on it, but Noor there with a very nice send away.
Oh.
They've got to get it out of harm's way. So far, haven't quite been able to do it. It's a little bit backed up at least. But, I mean, the thing that they got to really turn around here is not only getting a good clear, but then converting it into an offensive chance. If they're stuck playing defense this whole time, they're just going to be overwhelmed, and Stocky gets it past.
Yeah, some really bad clears here. Really messed them up. After Noor hit it, Iametree's rushing forward, and no one's actually back to defend on that one. Someone should have rotated back before Doomsy did, because I think that would have been a better job for them to do.
Straight off the kickoff, it goes into Team Rocket turf. And looks like Swarm playing a little bit, not quite as aggressive right out of the gate here. Excuse me, right out of the gate here. I think just trying to get a feel for how Team Rocket is approaching this game and exactly what they want to do here.
Well, it looks like they're playing very tentatively. Like, they're not... There's no aggression at the moment that I see. It's more of just, how can we suppress this pressure? And that's not how you should be looking at it.
There was a nice setup by Nor, and Tree gets the finish.
What a good little hit from Tree to push it back in front of goal. And I think it caught Yemen and Pashy by surprise.
Yeah, that was a really nice redirect. Just had it right on goal. So, I mean, Tree is one of... When it comes to, like, just weird little skills in Rocket League, the one thing I noticed that Tree does really well is hits these perfectly angled shots from any direction. Like, he can be coming at a ball dead on, and if he wants it to go behind him, he can, like, hit it at the right angle to send it that way. And that might be a little exaggerating, but you get my point. Is that no matter how he approaches it, and it's usually in the case of clears or saves or things like that, but even in that case, like we saw with the goal, it was just practically 90 degrees, and he knows the angle to approach it and to hit it on, and he does it so dang well.
Now so here we go, Team Rocket putting on some aggression here. I'm a Tree taking a shot.
Yeah, this could look good, but Pashy's going to get ahead of it here. And a big redirect by Stocky.
That counterattack, too good.
That was
about Pashy hitting it center and Stocky just taking it in.
Right between everybody. Yeah, that wasn't a burp, that was a hiccup. It just wasn't much of one.
Okay, I was about to ask if you were okay.
Oh, no, I'm perfectly fine. I just, you know, sometimes I start talking before I'm ready to start talking so much, and my voice is like, what are you doing? Stop it.
You gotta reset.
There's a nice little offensive chance by Doomsy. Gets pretty easily turned aside, and he's left in the dust by Yemen. There's a good shot by Doomsy. Goes up a little high, so somebody's got to come back to respond to it, but Yemen clears it out again.
It looks like Yemen's doing the better sub work, I have to say, with his clears and hits.
And the goals! There's Yemen. Very nice response there. He's going to come out looking very good.
Yeah, Noor just seemed confused with what side he should be on to block that hit. Doomsy with the aerial, top class, 11 out of 10 with the aerial again. Poor Doomsy.
You know, I know that Team Rocket, their approach to this whole tournament is really just to kind of relax and just have fun today. They don't want to take themselves too seriously and just kind of, you know, they know Cole's not here, so it's not their full team unit, so it's like, alright, let's just have some fun here. But I think Swarm is so, like, just naturally competitive that they could be, you know, they could practically have 3 subs and they'd have the same kind of competitive attitude.
Oh, definitely, but don't be confused by Team Rocket's chipper, because Doomsy is very competitive and he does not like to lose, so...
Oh, no, definitely. I just know that in this particular tournament, they're trying to take it a little bit lighter and not get so hard on themselves if they happen to lose or when mistakes happen or things like that, so...
Yeah, it's definitely one of those learning times for them.
Yep, just going to enjoy some Rocket League, have some tournament fun, and right now, it's in a little bit of a difficult position for Team Rocket, but so far getting some nice chances. Not good clears on that attempt there, and there's a good follow-up, and it crosses the goal line very closely, but does not go in.
Oh, what a good shot and good clear by Amatri. Now Stocky's pushing it forward again, and Pashy gets a nice hit, but nothing comes from it.
Doomsy's going to take to... Nope, thought he was going to take to the sky there. I guess not. It looked like an opportunity where he'd probably go aerial a bit there, but not quite. So having to fall back.
I would say, actually, I think that's a good thing. Maybe he's learning that some of these he shouldn't go up for. Instead, he should go back to defend, because he's not in the right position.
Yeah, maybe so. There's Yemen keeping the ball in on the orange side, and down goes Noir. That could be a big opening for Swarm here. They got to do it quickly, though.
No, good rotation by Team Rocket. And they're going to lose this first one, but I feel like after the first game, they start to gel. So I feel like second game, they'll be much better.
Yeah, getting a good feel for how Swarm's approaching this game, because it's slightly different. It's not the typical Swarm approach. You know, Yemen hasn't been completely aggressive, and there's a blinky ball to end the game.
GG. Goals too OP.
Yeah, that is a good thing it was 3-1.
Oh, Pashy's saying don't deserve that goal. Oh,
the
wow.
Banter. Oh, the banter. It's on. So much banter.
I'm starting to wonder, is this Rocket League Underground? Like, did I accidentally switch this?
11-10 on the rudeness scale would root again. Alright. So first game goes to Swarm. But I think we're going to start seeing things a little more competitive here in Game 2.
Do you think Team Rocket will take this game, though?
I don't know if I can answer that now. I have to see how they go into the game. I mean, it's a hard thing. I basically just be guessing. You know?
That's right. That's the point. I want you to guess.
Their play style has been very good, and I certainly think that as long as they can get more clears, and they were looking a lot better in the second half, I'd say they definitely could take a game here.
Okay. I'm going to say this game, no, maybe the third game they'll take. But I think this one they're still going to be working on gelling.
There was a nice little setup there. Fortunately, Doomsy came in a little low, wasn't able to follow up on that aerial, and here comes Swarm again, but Noor with a great clear goes right back downfield. Oof. Yemen has to be in a saving position. That was nearly a long-distance shot, and a long-distance goal, I should say. Noor turns him aside again, prevents that offensive follow-up, but here we go, wide open net. This could be good for Team Rocket, and it is Doomsy. Beautiful goal.
What a beautiful aerial by Doomsy to set this up. Tree actually stopped himself from hitting it, so there had to be some really good communication going on. And then Pashy got a little greedy for boost, and it made him pay.
Yeah, an excellent play there by Team Rocket. Doomsy looking really good out of the gate there. Feeling pretty good about my pick. There's Noir. I think he disrupted that a little bit. That might have been some miscommunication. I think there was a nice opportunity on net for Rocket there, but got thrown off just a bit.
Yeah, but I expect here really soon for Stocky and Pashy to begin the barrage.
Hopefully so. That's what they're going to need here. Good center there. Here comes Noir. Tries to get the shot, but not going to happen.
Good contest by Pashy. Really thought he wasn't going to get there in time, but he does make it. Oh!
Shot goes a little high. Still back on Team Rocket's side. Nicely turned aside by Noir. They got to get it out of harm's way. Not able to do so yet. Good turn away by Noir. Prevents the goal. And that's a wide open shot that could go in, but Tree redirects it at the last second. Oh, that probably would have gone in. I don't know. I mean, they might have been able to get in front of it in time. But, oh, Noir misses the aerial save, and Yemen squeaks it past.
Yeah, I really just feel like I Am a Tree should have trusted in his teammate's shot there and just backed off to take the shot in case it was rebounded off. But, you know, I'm not in their shoes, so we just have to guess that he thought he could make a better shot from it.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. I think if Tree had just held back a little bit, even if it did get stopped, he would have gotten the rebound no problem. But unfortunately, that's a tying goal for...
Here comes Stocky and Pashy.
Yeah, so now they've got to just ignore that little mistake, turn it around, bring that offensive pressure back, and keep going, because they were looking really good all game so far. I mean, I would dare say they've had the best offense of the game so far. They've just been a lot more opportunities for Team Rocket.
Oh, yeah, starting off, but they're just not connecting with it. And I really, really feel like with Team Rocket, when things get tough, they change their tactics. And this is one of those moments they need to stick with it.
Yeah, exactly. It is working. It doesn't always have to convert to a goal. If you're, I've said it before, you put the chances on net, something's going to go in. You just got to keep putting those chances on net, and they got to be good chances.
Oh my god, what was that?
What
So
happened?
many misses.
I mean, let's try and look in here. Noir misses. Pashy gets the touch. Doomsy basically directs it into the net. He probably couldn't really get underneath it to do anything about it.
Yeah, I need that meme that says winter is coming and change it to whiffs are coming.
Yeah.
Just a heartbreaker there, because that was an easy save that just didn't come.
Yeah, exactly. Hopefully it doesn't, change their behavior too much here. Pashy sets it up high. No, can't quite respond to that shot here, so it's going back down to the Swarm end.
Oh, just got it nice and center, but everyone's missing. What is this? Is there a force field around the ball?
I don't know. It's a game of ball has cooties, apparently.
The ball is lava. Don't touch the lava.
Yeah. All right, back downfield again. Team Rocket didn't try to get a setup here. Does get disrupted slightly. I think Noir was trying to play it off the corner there to get a good center, but nothing happening.
Here's a good pinch. Yemen not able to touch it. Stocky does get it, though.
And so far, Team Rocket doing a good job of getting more time in the Swarm zone than Swarm is getting in their zone.
Oof.
Oh!
Oh, it's going in!
It's gonna go in! Is it? Oh! Oh no, I thought he was gonna get the dead goal.
Why are you so BM, corner pole? Corner post, so mean.
I know. Here we go, follow up. Gets turned away by Stocky.
Oh, they still got 40 seconds, so they can make something out of this. They just have to get another good chance.
Oh, that ain't gonna do it. Yemen gets it past.
I'd say Nor was in perfect position, and as the ball's hit, Doomsy corrects it and messes it up for Nor.
Great goal by Doomsy. Technically Yemen on that one. Here we go.
Saying you can't pass this goal, or this wall, but I feel like he's got a few holes in that wall.
Oh, well, Tree manages to squeak it past Pashy, who kind of gets his own goal there, but we'll watch this one more time. Plays it in nicely. Yeah, that was pretty much going in. Pashy just tried to come in last second to stop it. Team Rocket's not out yet. 26 seconds to go.
Yeah, this is still doable. I mean, 26 seconds. All they have to do is get a good chance here. Now, they might only get one chance, but that's all they need.
Yeah, that is it. They can get one good shot, but Yemen again comes out.
Oh my god, that looked like it pinched off the ground.
Well, let's see it again. It's going to play high off here. Nah, Yemenich played it high off the... He played it low to the ground, but he got a good angle on it and just drilled it in there. Well, you wanted to know who the better sub is. I mean, right now, Yemen is looking like a champ. I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, Noor, he's just, it just seems like he's getting a little docile. He's not knowing what his role is, so he's sitting back more.
Trying to get an not an equalizer, but at least another goal here, and it doesn't happen. Still in 0-second time, but nope. Rule 1 comes to an end, and Swarm takes Game 2 of this series 4-2. Another 2-goal win for Swarm. So I have to wonder how this series would have looked if Cole was playing instead of Noir. You know, just for a different kind of team perspective. You know, Noir is an incredibly skilled player, but I don't know if he's fitting in well in the team dynamic. And that might be a big problem here.
Just having a little banter with him. It's always fun. Yeah, no, I honestly think if Cole was in, it would be a lot more consistent saves. That's been the big issue right now.
Yeah, they're getting a little overpressured on the defensive side of the ball, and they're making some mistakes that really you shouldn't be seeing in terms of just positioning and reacting too quickly, like we saw with Doomsy on probably that most recent goal. You know, redirecting it basically right out of Noir's way. But, well, we will see. Game 3 of this series. Let's see if Team Rocket can pull it off and actually get a win here instead of getting shut out. But we're going to find out. In the blue, Swarm Gaming, of course, and in the orange, Team Rocket.
That was such a close shot by Yemen right there. really thought he had a chance there. And now here comes Stocky. Good block by Noor, and here comes I Am a Tree.
Oh, big wide open shot here. This could be good for them. Gonna play it high. Tree's gonna come in to try to get the dunk. Oh, and he's just a little off. Doomsy tries to back it up with a rebound finish, but again, a little too far right. Very good offensive chances there. They just got to keep that up. Don't change what you're doing now.
No, got to keep that tempo. It's been working for you. You just got to make them count. Now here's a good hit by Yemen setting up for Stocky. Can't really get out of their corner just yet. But Yemen finally gets that good hit. Gets it centered, and oh, what a good block by Noor.
Noor made a very key stop there. That looked very good for Yemen playing it out of the corner there, but did get denied. Here comes Doomsy, sets it up to the corner. And Tree's going to try and cross it here. Doomsy with a great redirect to take it out of Yemen's way.
What a fantastic pass here by Tree. And Yemen, honestly, I think he should have took to the sky a lot sooner than that. Maybe he didn't have enough boost, but he had to try something other than what he did.
Yeah, he also came in a little bit of the wrong angle. Doomsy was able to redirect it, so even if Yemen was right in front of him, I think he would still been beaten to the punch. Just a good kind of angled shot there. There's a nice setup. Doomsy's going to try and send it into the corner, but he misses it. Noir with the follow-up. Doomsy can't quite get to it in time before it's cleared away. Oh, the offensive chances are coming by the boatload, and a big stop by Doomsy.
That was a good counterattack. Doomsy had a good save there, but here comes Pashy. Noir with the save.
Team Rocket starting to turn things around here. Looking like a much more formidable team. Tree's going to try to take up. He gets a little off point. It goes to the crossbar. Who makes the big save?
Oh, see, that was a mistake by Noor. If Stocky hit that straight on, it would have been a goal, because Noor, instead of getting in goal, circled and left the goal wide open.
Here we go. Noor playing it up. Just got to get it past Yemen. Yemen tries to bounce it off his roof. Play it a little bit forward here. That one's going to sleep in, though. Doomsy.
Wow. Oh my god, watch this wall aerial hit by Doomsy as Yemen hits it up for him, and then he follows it down, but he doesn't need to.
No, he came off the wall and then hit it back on himself at the perfect angle and just got it past everybody. Excellent shot.
On our hands.
Oh, yeah. Team Rocket looking in much better form now here in Game 3. Hopefully going to try and take this to a Game 5. Big shot there, quickly redirected by Doomsy.
That was a mistake by Noor, and he has to be careful with those passes, because even if he's trying to get it to I Am a Tree, there's someone waiting to poach on him.
There's another good setup here. Pashy's going to try to play it up. Manages to flip it up behind him while Doomsy was coming in to avoid that steal.
Yeah, nothing coming to that one. Just really too light on the setup there.
Oh, there's a beautiful shot. Cannot get to it, and Doomsy extends the lead to 3-0. Gets the hat trick. And Team Rocket looking like a force to be reckoned with now.
This is the Doomsy show right now, and he is definitely putting a good one on for us.
This is the kind of Team Rocket that I love to see. This is the kind of Team Rocket I expect to see in tournament play, and that I really want to see most of the time. Oh. Finally, though, on the board, Swarm Gaming. Let's take a look at Pashy. Gets the kickoff, sends it to the corner, gets his own. He picks up boost and gets his own shot. Yemen kind of nudges into him.
Yeah, it's a good setup, but Doomsy, honestly, that was his mistake. He boosted into that ball to hit it hard off the corner, and you saw it just centered perfectly. He should have just lightly tapped into the corner and gave himself some time to set up for it.
Oh, that was a nice little bit of a 1v1 style by Noir there, but couldn't quite get it past Stocky. Here comes Yemen, can't get the aerial. Tree gets to it first. Now Pashy plays it up around the corner, but Noir prevents the cross. Swarm trying to up their energy here, bring the heat a little bit more, because they realize that this team's not to be reckoned with, and Pashy going demolition derby again today. Takes Noir out.
Yeah, but they can't do it off of these reckless setups. They need to get more consistent like they were earlier.
Oh, here's a good setup for Tree. Absolutely got that one.
Oh, Yemen made a mistake. Watch as he goes up for the aerial, and then he accidentally backflips. You don't want to see that when you're going up for a shot.
No, Tree got that perfect angle, had the wide open net, drilled it home. I think this game is pretty secure in Team Rocket's in Team Rocket's win column. So they're going to prevent the sweep most likely here, barring any kind of monumental collapse. And hopefully they can ride this momentum through the rest of the series, maybe force a Game 5 and give us a big deciding game in the early rounds.
Yeah, but it's not over yet. I don't want to count my chickens till they hatch, because we know how quick Swarm can score.
Oh, definitely. You know, they've got a big hill to climb, and like I said, it would really have to come at the hand of a monumental collapse by Team Rocket. And I don't really see that coming here.
No, not with the play they're doing right now. Oh,
and there's Doomsy with the long distance.
Yeah, that should definitely be the nail in the coffin, I feel.
Definitely. From halfway, gets it past, puts it home.
From downtown.
Big, long-distance shot, and that is a 5-1 lead for Team Rocket here in Game 3. Now Noir sets it up to the corner. Doesn't quite get the cross, but here could be a good chance for somebody else. Tree.
It's good setup by Tree.
Load it in. Pashy gets there, but it's a bad clear. Doomsy doesn't get quite the angle he wants, and it's not going to get in there, but there's Doomsy again. Stocky showing some of that defensive skill.
That
Bunch
man
of saves.
is a wall.
Outstanding play, but final 20 seconds here, still pretty comfortably for Team Rocket. And they're going to take this all the way through. Pashy going to try to get one more, but Tree turns it aside. Didn't quite clear it out, though. Letting the final few seconds tick off the clock. And Team Rocket will indeed take Game 3 here to try and close this gap up. And we're moving to Game 4.
I have to admit, Shalthis, feels good to finally be a prophet for once. Calling that Game 3 comeback.
Yeah, they're gelling a little bit. I think they've got some good momentum going into the next game. I mean, look at the shot counts here.
Oh, yeah.
13 for Team Rocket and 9 for Swarm. So fairly balanced in general. Just the defense was just right on point. I mean, look at that. 7 saves for Team Rocket.
But see, the big difference, not only the saves, but look at the shots. Like, with the shots, the goal-to-shot ratio was so much better for Team Rocket, and that's what they need. They need to put those shots on the goal.
Yeah, exactly. You can get as many shots as you want, but if they're bouncing off the crossbar, or hitting the post, or just not going on point, then why bother?
All right, so I need your prediction. Now that it's game 4, who do you take?
If they can ride this momentum forward, then I think Team Rocket can force a Game 5 for sure.
Alright, well, let's see what happens. Stocky's setting up. Pashy's going in. No, cannot get around on it.
That's really all this comes down to now, is taking the momentum that they built off of Game 3, riding it forward here in Game 4, trying to tie the series up. I think they can certainly do it. There's a nice bit of aerial setup there for Tree. Can't quite get a finish, though.
Oh, no.
Oh, and that one goes off the crossbar. That gives Rocket enough time to get back. It still goes too high.
That was such a good shot, though. Really thought that might have went in.
Here's a play coming off the corner. Tree's trying to get into a position. A little bit of lag there. And Doomsy gets the goal.
Alright, I gotta do a play-by-play on this. So I Am a Tree sets it up for on the corner. Pashy hits it forward. Now, Doomsy hits it, and Pashy clips it in. It actually would have went over the crossbar.
It would have, but Pashy was just right in the wrong spot. Doomsy, yeah, I planned to hit Pashy.
Yeah,
that's totally what the plan was. Here comes another good offensive chance for Rocket, but can't quite get anything past. They are playing really tight to the ball. That's not typical for Swarm. They're usually much more spread out.
I think it's because they finally are starting to put the pressure on, and Yemen's kind of folding.
I mean, the team dynamic might be changing up a little bit here. That just they can't all three be attacking the ball like that. That's just, you know, really sloppy rookie-like play here.
Well, it's okay if they do the 3-man wall. The thing is they have to be consistent with their hits. If they miss it, that puts everyone else in danger. And see, that's what DeBoer was so good at. He was good at being consistent with his hits. Yemen right now is being inconsistent.
And there's a little floating shot by Noir to get it over the head of Yemen, and they're going to turn this back around. So right now, just a 1-goal lead in this game so far. But if Team Rocket keeps it up, they are bound to extend it. I will say, though, we are starting to see a little bit out of Swarm here, more offensive.
Yeah, and I think Yemen's starting to tilt a little bit. I mean, with his hits and everything, it's gone from him being very consistent to being very sloppy and sluggish.
Well, we got caught up in a little bit of a ping-pong mode.
Oh, what a good save by Nord.
And again, it gets turned aside, but they can't clear it out. Finally, they just keep getting big stops here. And there. That was bound to happen.
Yeah.
I mean, there were so many chances.
So many bad clears here. Really, really messed up Team Rocket, and Pashy finally makes them pay.
Yeah, just far too many chances. Something was bound to happen, and right now we are a tied-up game. 1-1.
Oh, Yemen's listening in. It said Yemen tilt confirmed.
Pashy, though, taken out by Doomsy.
Oh, what a good contest. Now he's got the ball set up for Pashy or Stocky. Oh no, why is Yemen playing with it though?
I don't know what was going on there, but here's Tree. Nice little floating shot. Goes up just a little high, but they can't get the follow-up.
Just too high. He had a chance there. Now here comes
but
Nor.
here's Doomsy. Off to the side. Yemen gets a good clear out to the corner to prevent that from being followed up on.
Yeah, Team Rocket's power right now in the pressure game has been much better than Swarm, just because I feel like Swarm has just been a little more docile for some reason. I don't know what it could be, but hopefully it's not because Yemen's playstyle, because honestly, they were doing so much better when they were aggressive.
Team Rocket back on the attack again, and Tree also goes a little wide. Tree's shots have not been on target today.
No, but there's so many close shots. I really think if he just keeps putting it on there, it'll go in. And Noir with a nice dunk thanks to a great pass from I Am a Tree. Well, if he can't score it, he can at least pass it.
Yeah, good setup here, and Tree just squeezes it past, gets it past everybody, gives Team Rocket the lead here with 1.5 minutes to play. This game has been so close that might be the deciding goal.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I mean, it's still a lot of Rocket League left, and I don't think either team is going to stop here.
Yeah, I wouldn't count either team out, though, because, I mean, with Yemen as a sub, Yemen actually brings in more of an offensive power for them, I feel.
He does. That is his role, so I wouldn't be too surprised. You know, that's why I thought they were following that same kind of format. Oh, Noir can't quite get the shot there.
What a fantastic save from Stocky. Really, really didn't expect that. Oh no, but he misses.
Oh, they whiffed on that.
Good pass by Pashy to give it back to Yemen, but Yemen doesn't get a good clear.
Here comes Noir, tries to play it off there. Good setup off the corner here. Doomsy can't quite get it past.
Good save by Stocky.
Doomsy, that's not a good clear.
I have to say, though, Team Rocket's just got a much better offensive power. If they can keep the clears coming, Team Rocket will have this game. 30 seconds left.
Yeah, the quality of chances are so much better for Team Rocket here. There's a good center. Does get turned aside, though, in a good way. The final 20 seconds. Swarm is going to start to swarm.
Oh.
And there it is! Yemen!
Oh, wow. What a beautiful shot by Yemen. Showing all the tilt sayers that he's got this.
Doomsy tried to play it off the wall there. Probably should have carried it all the way through if he could, but there's the equalizer with 15 seconds to go. Now, we probably might see overtime here if one team can't get a desperate last-second goal.
Yep. I'm just going to do this for Yemen just to make him feel better.
Doomsy! Oh, Doomsy! Are you kidding me? Doomsy!
6 seconds to go. Look at this shot. He comes from all the way from the goal.
Long distance shot. Unreal. Gets the go-ahead goal. 6 seconds. Now Swarm has to try and pull this off.
The rotations have just gotten sloppy for him, and now Pashy's trying to put in overdrive, but is it going to be enough?
It's in a good spot, though, for Swarm, but no, it's going to hit the ground, and there we go. Team Rocket takes Game 2, forces a Game 5. We're going to the decider, folks. If you haven't had enough Rocket League yet, if you haven't had enough of Swarm versus Team Rocket, you're about to get more.
Yeah, I was so close to a Yemen chant right there. I really thought he had it. I was ready to go Yemen, Yemen, but Doomsy was like, I'm having none of this. What a beautiful shot by him. Alright, so Yemen's back in, and apparently he was changing, so now he's in his final form, as says Doomsy. So, alright, game 5. I need to know, what is your prediction for this?
I mean, the way Team Rocket's looking right now, I gotta give them the nod. It's really tight, though, because, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna say Team Rocket is gonna pull this off as long as they can just keep going with the same momentum and the same strategy they've been playing with so far. If they can take that forward, then I think they're gonna look really good here, and you know, very well just take it out. But I think Swarm is now in a little bit of desperation mode, and sometimes that fuels them very well.
Yeah,
so
I'm gonna go with that desperation mode, and I'm gonna say that Swarm take this because I think Yemen's got something to prove, and I doubt Pashy and Stocky are gonna let so many easy goals go by them this time.
Well, big shot goes over the goal there for Team Rocket. We're going to follow Pashy here for just a moment. Good setup there, but it does get stopped before it actually crosses the goal, but it's not cleared out of danger yet. There's Tree, puts it in, but a little too far left.
You're right, Tree's shots have just been really wide today. I don't know exactly what it is for him.
Well, there's a play for Doomsy. I mean, we're still seeing the same offensive pressure. And there's a good shot by Tree. Oh, Noir couldn't quite get the follow-up. It's still looking good. They've got to fall back, though, because it's so long distance. But Doomsy turns it aside. Here he goes. He's going to get the follow-up. That's a wide-open net.
No.
What a goal.
How
He followed that ball the whole way. Look at this. He gets the stop, the clear, follows it the whole way, and just gets it past for that first goal.
Misjudged it. No, Stocky misjudged it and gave Doomsy a great opportunity there. They got to get this together if they want to win.
Well, we're going to see Team Rocket now. I mean, you were talking about how Yemen has something to prove. I think the whole of Team Rocket has something to prove here. If they can take out Swarm, even 2/3 Swarm, I mean, that's going to be a big boon for them. And that's going to prove a lot of what I hear out of Team Rocket, that they feel like they are so much better than they play sometimes. And I've seen it. You know, I see them play really well sometimes, and they usually get punished by lag or internet issues before they get a chance to really show off.
Oh, yeah. It's always like when it comes down to the wire, some kind of ping or lag issue hits.
Oh, and there we go. Sorry, Doomsy. Already, again, second goal on the board. Take a look at this play. Comes off the wall. He gets the perfect redirect, slips it past everybody. Both players were coming in really hot there. Didn't have a chance to catch the redirect. So yeah, Team Rocket.
A really good setup, but I have to admit, right there, that was just a moment. Stocky or Pashy or even Yemen, any of them could have hit that ball and cleared it out before it got to Doomsy, and they all missed.
And there we go again. Oh, I thought that was going to possibly go in. He was getting so many good chances there.
See, this is what I was talking about last week for the Gfinity, where this is something we said could happen to Swarm. They have such a great team chemistry and a great pressure, but what happens when their pressure breaks down?
Yeah, it's so hard to gauge, though, because I swear if this were the full team, we wouldn't be in this situation. Because there's a lot of chances where they're so much more effective at their aggressive strategy, and that seems to be something that Team Rocket has had a hard time with. Oh, Nor puts it on net, but a little too far off.
But I think everyone's had problems with it, but I've noticed that a lot of teams now are able to adapt to that fast pace and are able to defend it better. I mean, look at Shazu. Shazu held Flipside's power and aggression early a few games ago. I want to say it was ESL, but I may be wrong. But they did really good at holding them.
Yeah, no, I mean they have, and that was a few ESLs ago that they did come off just looking really good, and I think a lot of that also speaks to just the defensive prowess of Team Shazu. Like they were defensively ridiculous in that series.
Yeah, but so I mean, if they can do it, if they can do it, what's to stop anyone else from doing it? It only takes time.
And Team Rocket is certainly probably the closest on par with Shazu in terms of just overall performance and skill. So I've always considered Team Rocket to be a top-tier team. They just keep having issues where they're unable to prove it. So I'm hoping that they do get this chance now. But, I mean, as it looks right now, Swarm really needs to get something together because they're coming down to the final minute of play, and they've got nothing on the board.
They're missing way too many chances here.
I mean, look at this right now. Stocky, nothing. No shots, no saves. I mean, this is Stocky, by the way. This is like the guy who's just a cannon from midfield and constantly puts off pressure, but there's Doomsy with what I am sure is going to be the series-winning goal here. I mean, look at this play off the corner.
Swarm's breaking down. And my prediction that Yemen and them would have something to prove. I mean, look, there's like no aggression from Swarm. They've become docile. Like, there's got to be some plan of attack here for them, and it just seems like they're not even implementing that anymore.
Yeah, this might be a quick end in Doomsy with 4th goal for him, 4th goal for the game. I mean, this is it. This is just so done. Like, I'm sorry. It's just they're doing so well in this game. But, yeah, I mean, this is an early end. A surprisingly early end for Swarm, and there's Tree.
Wow.
They have resigned. They have clearly resigned to their defeat here. I mean, look at this. Just not the kind of goal that should get by.
And the one thing I want to mention is just this is the first game Team Rocket's actually had the lead and have held it completely in the tournaments I've seen in the last week or two against top tier teams. So this is fantastic to see, even if it's only 2/3.
I mean, this is something that, you know, I think Stocky saved that goal. I'm not sure. I looked at it from the angle I saw, but anyway, I mean, this is the kind of momentum that they could really carry through the rest of this tournament. You know, I don't know what kind of formation Flipside's using, but if they're not going with their full complement, then that could be a very good opening for Team Rocket.
Oh, absolutely.
But there we have it. Going to try and get one more, and they are going to get one more in 0-second time. And Tree gets the final goal. 6-0 is your score, and Team Rocket will take Game 5 in utterly dominant fashion. And Team Rocket is moving on to the next round.
Pashy just straight up left as that shot made it. He didn't even stay for it.
I
just feel like they're a little frustrated and mad with how that game went for them, and understandably so.
Yeah, that is not typical Swarm. You know, they are a far more formidable team than that most of the time. I mean, they've been looking so good lately that I think it was just really surprising, you know, when that would kind of drop out like that. But good for Team Rocket. They're moving on to, I believe they're going to the quarterfinals here. If my
I need a second to just think about what I just saw and try and be, you know, unmind, I guess, cluttered on that one, because I'm still thinking what just happened. I was really good by Team Rocket. I'm very surprised and very happy with their progression on that game.
Yeah, looking very good. Well, I'll tell you what we're going to do right now. We're going to take just a quick break so we can regroup and figure out where we're headed next. But hang tight. You're watching the Gfinity 3v3 EU Cup, and we will be back in just a few moments after this quick commercial break. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I think we are ready to get back into action here. And I think we are able to get in on this Team Rocket matchup. So without any further ado, we're just going to pop right into there.
Yeah, a little sad we're a little late, but it's okay.
So here we go, Smokin' Rockets taking on Team Rocket. And appears out of the gate early. Smokin' Rockets with the first point on the board.
Yeah, so, not sure exactly what happened here, but if anything, I think that's a good tell right there that Noor's just not comfortable as a goalie.
Yeah, well, we know Scrubkilla recently filled in for Swarm Gaming. So, he actually was in a more defensive role when he was playing for Swarm. So now it's interesting to see him back on the other side of the pitch, doing some excellent shots on goal. That's probably more in line with what he's used to. This is, of course, Smokin' Rockets in the orange here.
Yeah, a lot of the teams, I've noticed that a lot of the players have been switching their roles just so they can actually play on a top-tier team, but the problem is that's not a comfortable role for you. Sometimes it just gets really awkward and hard to make those saves that the team needs. Oh, what a good stop by Tree. Oh, it's a good shot. No. There it is.
There, Tree gets the side swipe. And gets the first goal on the board for Team Rocket.
Yeah, just an excellent shot here. Really, really, really just wasn't seeing it coming. I thought it was going to get kicked out on the first hit, and it didn't.
No, it didn't do it. So, interesting to see that Team Rocket not quite riding that same momentum that they had in the previous series, of course, against Swarm. But it is early, so I think they're just getting a feel for a team that's probably a little more uniform than of course, that Swarm was, dealing with a sub there.
Yeah, and I think the biggest issue that a lot of these teams have is they're each different in their style, and I feel like Team Rocket is just trying to figure out their style before they make an attack. Kind of like how Flipside will test out a team and Swarm. I feel like Team Rocket was doing that, and I think they're starting to get a hold of what Smokin' Rockets was doing.
Yeah, so we could see things start to turn around a little bit more here. It is just the first game of this series, I believe, so I didn't quite get the backflip there. Good cross across the goal, so avoids another goal for Smokin' Rockets. Yeah. Down goes Tree.
Oh, does get a hold of. What a great stop right there. Really, really like that. Good contest. Oh no, I am a Tree. Wow, that was a big mistake, and it cost them.
Blinky ball. It does finally go in. Well, it looks like Smokin' Rockets coming out really hot very early here.
Can you say that for me? What's the assister's name? Say it.
What, the Desca Del Hado?
There we go. All right, just testing you.
Yeah, I've watched Smokin' Rockets play before, and she's Scrubkilla. Not the kind of goal Team Rocket needs to be letting in here by any stretch.
That was a trust right there. Thinking Doomsy had it and didn't have that.
Yeah, too easy of a goal, so pretty much securing this game for Smokin' Rockets. But it's okay because they did do a reverse sweep just a few moments ago.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say it just yet because there's still a minute 29, and I've seen the comebacks before. No matter how random it is, I believe in you, Team Rocket.
I would be quite impressed if they could come back from a 3-goal comeback here with a minute to play. Not impossible.
Oof.
Oh, but Tree still being plagued by those just slightly off-point shots.
Yeah.
And that could be his undoing, at least in this game.
Good setup there. No one hits it. Now, what's Doomsy going to do? He puts it back up the wall.
Yeah, he was trying to play it, I think, into the corner a little bit, and it kind of... Those corner shots can be a little tricky to figure out where exactly they're going to come from. But he does have the experience that... Usually they're a little bit easier to read.
Yeah,
that was a nice little bit of a setup.
Now Scrub Killer clears it out. Now what's Doomsy going to do? He puts it to the wall, and he doesn't get the hit he wants. Here comes Scrub Killer. Oh, and Freddy! Good save by Doomsy. And now it's a good counterattack.
And it goes off the post. They can't get the second goal. Probably was going to be too little too late anyway. So I think it's pretty safe to say that Smoking Rockets will be taking game one here. And yeah, that was a little bit of a disaster there. I'm pretty sure Doomsy bounced that off of Noir. Yeah, completely an own goal there. But yeah, that game is pretty much in the bag now for Smoking Rockets.
Alright, so we're going to find out exactly if this was game one or game two, and we'll go from there.
Alright, so yeah, we missed the first game, so the series tied up at 1 apiece. Alright, well, not too bad. Now I just gotta see. So that makes things a little bit different, knowing that this is the second game of the series.
Yeah, especially since Team Rocket had won the first one.
Yeah, so that tells me that they got that momentum in the early game, rode it through to a win right away. Looks like they're deciding if they want to rebuild here or just stick to the server. I guess Scrub Killer running into some major lag issues here. But
yeah. Well, it's up to them. We can't decide this for them.
No, yeah, that's all their call if they want to redo it or not.
So now that we know it's 1-1, do you think Team Rocket's going to have as much trouble as they did that second game, or do you think they're going to come back to first game form?
Well, I'm hoping that, knowing Team Rocket and just at least the way they were playing in the series with Swarm, that they're going to be able to adjust to the sort of pressure that...
Alright, they're recreating a new one.
Alright, looks like they're going to bail on this, so I'm just going to pop into this view real fast while we wait and try again. Anyway, yeah, like I was trying to say, it comes down to how well Rocket is going to adapt now that they've seen, I guess, what Smoking Rockets is going to be bringing to the game. So if they can do that, if they can adjust to now what, this team is going to bring, then, yeah, I think they could stand actually a pretty good chance of coming back from the 1 goal down, or the 1 game down, and getting the lead back, breaking the tie, and maybe take this 4-1. But we'll have to see, because right now...
4-1 or 3-1?
Sorry, 3-1, excuse me.
I was like, whoa, best of 7 here. My body is not prepared for that yet.
Soon.
Yes, very soon. Well, we got a second. Let's. I'm going to take a look at the brackets for us to give us an update on everything that is happening per Gfinity. So if we look, Flipside had just crushed Nice One Team 3-0. So Nice One Team's defense didn't work for him. And Yuma Zero beat Disconnected 3-0, so now they're in the quarterfinals as well. So it's in the quarterfinals. It's Flipside Tactics versus Menace, Yuma Zero versus Torched, Team Shazu versus Killer Moose Horde. Oh, that's just a great name. And then Smoking Rockets versus Team Rocket. So we got some really good games coming up.
Yeah, we really do. Killer Moose Horde.
I know, I'm going to have to take a look and see who the players are for that after this. If they can take Team Shazu.
Actually, a few players that are pretty familiar. Rizzo from Recommended, Mega Shogun in there, and Lemon LG. So I think just like kind of like an all-star sort of squad that has come together under one of the best names in Rocket League history.
I'd say this is kind of like Team Pizza.
Probably so. That's kind of the approach that they take. But anyway, we are right underway so far. Nothing has developed yet. Few offensive chances trying to come together. You can see Team Rocket here in the blue and Smoking Rockets in orange. Oh, and a good stop by Noir. Doomsy does manage to backflip, clear it into the corner, and prevent any kind of bad chances there. Here comes Rocket again. Doomsy's coming in full throttle. Tree trying to get the setup. Couldn't quite get the power behind it that I think he needed.
Yeah, just not getting any chance there. And here comes Desgo Haldo. I can't say it right now. Good hit by Fred, and now it's centered. Nice clear by Tree. I just feel like right now it's a lot more patience, I guess I would say, by Team Rocket. They're not attacking right now. I'm just waiting to see that full force power come in.
They're falling back into a little bit of that kind of game one mentality, because now that they've gotten a better idea of what this Smokin' Rockets team is going to do, they want to reevaluate, I think. You know, that game one, I guess, probably didn't give them a good, accurate picture. Game two was a little bit better. So now, in this game, they're like, okay, let's see what sort of setups we can get away with here and how we want to approach this. But right now, pretty good offensive chances for Team Rocket, but the ball's being stuck in the corner, so they haven't been able to put anything on goal, at least right there.
Yeah, but with 2 games already in, do you really feel like you need to keep analyzing them, or do you need to go in and just start playing your game?
Maybe a little bit of both. You know, I think you want to reevaluate because maybe you didn't get a good, clear picture until game 2, and they just kind of overwhelmed you there. Speaking of which, here comes Noir. Nice floating shot. Gets it past.
Oh my god, what a fantastic aerial hit here. Watch this. Flips upside down. Gets a good touch right here. And he just Desgo cannot defend it, no matter how hard he tried on that one.
I honestly think those kind of shots are some of the hardest shots to stop in Rocket League. When they're coming in really high and they're coming straight down at such a severe angle, it's so hard to gauge exactly where they're going to fall, and you don't want to get in the wrong position. You don't want to be too far back that you miss it. You don't want to be too far forward that you knock it into the net. But, yeah, those can be very hard to play, I think.
Yeah, but I think in that aspect, you need to be as aggressive as you can with that ball. So if you see it lobbed in like that, just attack it. Do not give it that chance to make that lob. You know, don't make a guesswork of it. Attack it.
Yeah, really do. There, big long-distance shot. Does get turned aside. Tree now playing it off the corner. Tries to center it. Doomsy got in a little too fast. And to play it off the wall. Oh, there's some nice little one-on-one, but he couldn't do anything with it. He had such a good approach.
Oh,
there got disrupted. Now Noir going to try and show him how it's done, and he gets the goal.
There it is. See, now Team Rocket's playing their play style. They're being a lot more counteractive with their hits and not letting Smoking Rockets dictate the game like they did last time.
Yeah, I think they figured out what they need to do, set their approach up, and now coming in very strong. Final 2 minutes on the clock. 2 goals up for Team Rocket. And they're looking in pretty good shape right now. Oh, that wasn't a good... I mean, that was a good bit of contact by Noir, but not really a good save because it was at such a rough angle. Fortunately, they weren't able to actually follow up with a rebound on it, else I think he would have been punished.
Yeah, he needed to hit that in the corner. And here comes a good hit by Fred. Now centered. Oh, Scrub Killer getting it by.
Nice play to get it past. Going to try to play it off the wall, but doesn't quite get the heat that he needs on it. Tree misses the aerial. But Doomsy going to play it to the corner. Who's going to get the clear? Noir waiting. Going to try to get that 3rd goal. Oh, does stop the clear attempt. Can't stop the 2nd one, though. And they could not convert on that rebound. Here comes Scrub Killer. Tries to get the go-ahead. Gets pinched in the corner of the goal. Sent up high.
Got pinched like 4 times between I Am a Tree and Scrub Killer. Like, that was insane.
Doomsy played it off the wall. They're getting it back downfield. Oh, here we go. Bit of an open net. That's going to go in. Oh, it doesn't. It just barely misses.
I thought the creeper might have made it in.
It just got past everybody else. I thought that could have been it, but nothing doing. And there's a good shot by Doomsy goes a little wide. And now, Desca Del Hado tries to play it up. Gets disrupted. It gets sent to the corner. Now Team Rocket has to get out of position, but there's a good center, and it does get knocked away.
Good clear by Tree, coming in the last second to get that out. I honestly feel like right now, there's so many attempts by Team Rocket, but they can't let all these attempts get them out of position.
Yeah, they've got to be careful with the shots they're getting, and there's another one dribbling toward the net.
Because as we just saw, Fred had a good shot just a second ago, but he hit it too high. That was an open net. So Team Rocket has to be careful for the next game to not let that happen.
Yeah, it looks like, though, securely in the grasp of Team Rocket, and they will take game number 3 here to go 2-1 up on the series. And hopefully they can take this to a game, or take it through the game 4 and move on to the semifinals. But Smokin' Rocket's proving to be a little bit more of a challenge, for sure.
Still, I have to wonder, why no rule number 1? They make me sad. And now Doomsy's talking about rage quitting. Oh god.
Yeah.
Mercy. I didn't mean it. Mistakes were made.
Well, pretty good showing out of really both teams.
Definitely, I just feel like Smoking Rockets went away from their playstyle of last game. They had a good thing going, and when Team Rocket put the pressure on them, Smoking Rockets kind of recooled, I guess I would say.
Yeah, they had a hard time adapting to certainly that new pressure that Team Rocket was bringing, and you know, it might be enough for Team Rocket to do it. And there's a great play by Noir. Oh, and just at the last second, Desca Delgado makes a critical stop. An early goal like that would have been really bad, but their pressure's not on a Tree. Unreal. Unreal. Look at this. Again, Tree sets his own shot up, puts it toward the goal, and just drills it into the lower corner of the net.
That just reminds me of the song, Whoop, There It Is. I was just beautifully set up by them.
Doomsy, hope we were screaming at that goal. You're damn right we were screaming at that goal. That thing was gorgeous. But now, Smokin' Rockets trying to put the pressure back on.
Oh, good stop by Fred, and this is centered. Oh, good save.
Good cross. Could have turned into a goal, but they turn it aside. The pressure's still on, though. Team Rocket hasn't been able to get it out of harm's way. Oh, and that goes too high.
Oh, they need better attacks than that. It can't be that easy for them.
They have not been able to get it completely out of the danger zone. Scrub kill and misses just left. And now Team Rocket really has to put it past, and finally, they've broken through that midfield wall.
Yep, here we go. It's centered again.
Now Team Rocket kind of gauging their setup here. Here comes Doomsy. Gets it past. It's in a good position for Rocket. That's going to get in. No, it goes too high. Oh, and Doomsy can't get the follow-up.
Oh, Scrub Kill's got a chance here. Nora with the bad
save,
it
squeezes
and it
past.
cost him. Oh, bad clear by Nora right here, setting up Scrub Killer. Just cannot have that happen in a close game like this.
Yeah, he got a good angle on it. Nor could not quite get to it. I think he was just off target with his save attempt and got in front of the ball instead of on point. So, tie game.
1-1. Oh.
Must win for Smokin' Rockets.
Good setup. No, good save by Fred.
I think this might even be a little bit of a must-win for Team Rocket, too. They want to kind of carry that momentum that they just won of Game 3 through this game, take the win, go to the semifinals, and hopefully ride that all the way through.
Yeah, because they got a rough matchup against either Team Shazu or Killer Moosewort, so they need their A game.
That shot goes just high.
Oh, here comes Fred. No! Good block by Noir.
Treat playing it back up pitch. Here comes Doomsy with a bit of a follow-up, plays it to the corner. No, they couldn't quite get anything to develop there. Doomsy, though, does manage to stop most of that clear, but not enough. Good cross.
Yeah, Smokin' Rocket's finally getting the centers that they need. Now they just need the hits.
A nice bit of disruption there. Tree and Doomsy caused that ball to go into the corner. Now trying to play it out and along the wall.
Oh,
this back on point, but Doomsy, he was following that the whole way. So.
Yeah, oh, it's a good hit by Doomsy, and it's centered. And
then
he goes
in.
He gets it. Oh, what a beautiful wall shot here. God, I love seeing these shots.
Man, that was long distance to get in there at Doomsy.
And see, I think Noor messed up the defender right there. What a beautiful job by them. Just good play overall, and I hate those high arcing shots to defend. They're just so hard.
Yep, and here we go. They get the kickoff win. Oh, Tree. A little bit of a bad hit there. Fortunately, Doomsy was able to prevent anything too poorly from developing.
Now here we go. Good hit by Doomsy. And Desgahado gets it pushed forward, but Noor gets it back onto Smoking Rocket's side.
Oh, there's a good setup. Oh, but Noor can't get to it. Doomsy with a nice cross. And we're going back the other way. Still. Oh, wide open. Doomsy's going to try to come in, but can't get to it in time. Scrub Killa manages to stop that. And now, trying to get on the other side of the ball. Smoking Rockets trying to get the equalizer. They're running out of time.
Team Rocket needs to keep that pressure up. They get complacent here, they can just give the game away to Smoking Rockets.
Oh, Fred with a nice pass to Desgahado. And an amazing goal. Look at this setup. Scrub Killa tried to play it off the corner. There's the pass. Desgahado gets the follow-up. Such nicely orchestrated goal.
What a fantastic goal right there. Really, really needed to step it up, and it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, that looked just so well for Smoking Rockets. Just a beautifully built play. I will be honest with you.
I'll say we got the two Rockets here. Sometimes it gets confusing.
Doomsy prevents that play from developing. Now I think Team Rocket, well, both teams, to be honest with you here, are looking to get that go-ahead. Oh, and Tree with a critical save there.
Ball's up
Final minute.
Tarla. Good hit by Noor. Now Doomsy. Oh, he doesn't get the good clear, and now it's going back.
Oh, it does have to clear it across the goal line. Fortunately, nobody there to steal it off his hood. But now here comes Team Rocket. They want to try to put the pressure on. Good shot. Almost out of position there was Fred.
Yeah, he got back in time to stop that. Now here comes Noor again. Gets in the corner, and I'm Tree tries to take it away, but he's not able to. Team Rocket having to rush back.
Desgahado tries to play it off the corner. Crosses it all the way to the other side of the field. Here comes Tree, plays it off the wall. Good center. Doomsy tries to get the... Sorry, Noir tries to get it. Can't quite do it now. Tree. I'm so used to that being Doomsy in that role. Kind of making those really close shots, but... The offense pressure coming up. Doomsy with a great shot on goal. Gets the go-ahead with 13 seconds.
What a fantastic pass here. As Fred hits it, I Am a Tree just centers it for Doomsy, and Doomsy has no problems putting that in the back of the net.
Beautiful play. And 3-2 is your scoreline. 13 seconds left. That could be enough. They just have to be careful. Any huge mistakes can cost them a goal here. There might be 7 seconds left on the clock, but speaking of which, it just barely avoids the goal. They can't get it, but there it is! Scrub Killa. Are you kidding me? I told you, any mistake and so many chances, and they fell out of position, and Scrub Killa gets in there to get the equalizer with 1 second to play.
Are alive.
Unreal. Kickoff. We're going to be going to overtime, I think, but we are in 0-second time. Tree going long distance. Can't do it. Overtime. 3-3.
So close. I mean, just looking at this, I don't know who to choose right now. Either team, first mistake could be their last.
That's all it comes down to in overtime. These golden goal situations, you can't afford to have even one mistake unless you just get really lucky on the follow-through. You can't get a little floating shot like that past. But here we go, Tree now. Trying to get it out of the zone. But Smoking Rockets is coming through very hot right now. Oh, that goes too high, but there's the dunk attempt. Can't make it happen. The pressure's still on, though. There we go. That's a good setup. Scrub Killa is going to have to try to clear it out. He is going to get it done. But no, doesn't get a good clear on that. There's a setup. Oh, and Tree was
just
too
doesn't
far
get the
ahead.
hit he needs.
I think if Tree was just a little further back, that would have been a beautiful setup.
Oh, this could be it. Smoking Rockets are too far forward. No one's there.
Here we go. Can't do it. Tree gets it. I Am a Tree gets the series-winning goal. Look at this play. Off the wall. Noir can't quite get to it, but Tree catches it off the post, off the crossbar, and gets the win.
Puts it home. What a fantastic series, guys. Really appreciate you guys letting us watch this.
Unreal. Team Rocket just looking outstanding in that series. And that's going to take them into the semifinals. So we're going to pop out of there and now see where we're headed next. But
oh, that was great. Whew, my heart. I tell you, those last few seconds just made it really rough to commentate on because you're trying to get to it and then you have to get the hype because you're like, oh god, here it comes.
Scrub Killer just really looking outstanding there. I mean, he made some incredible plays throughout the entire series and such a killer last-second goal, literally last-second goal, to force the overtime. I mean, Team Rocket just brought a lot of pressure on that. It was going to be really hard to get past them. But now, we're just waiting to see how the Shazu Moose Horde series develops, because we could be looking at a Shazu Team Rocket semifinal, which, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but, I mean, that's something I'm extremely excited to see, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to see it, but apparently my internet is crapping out for a second, so I need to restart my Firefox. Poor Firefox.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see, just checking the bracket right now and seeing where we're going to head next here. Probably going to try and stick with... I'd like to stick with the Rocket and Shazu series if we can, because on the other end of the bracket, let me take a look here.
Well, it's either us watching Shazu and Rocket or Killer Moose and Rocket versus Flipside and either Torch or Yumai Zero. So, I mean, either way, we can't go wrong. I feel like maybe we should switch it up and check out Flipside, because we haven't seen them today.
It is true, but man, Team Rocket and Team Shazu, I'm very hard pressed to miss that.
I know.
That's like a, I mean, if that's the match we get, that's a very, you know, these are two teams that constantly are neck and neck when it comes to position on like power rankings and overall. So,
well, I'm torn. So you're the decider.
Well,
I'm torn either way.
Well, we'll see where we can get in.
So yeah, so the way that series went was Team Rocket won the first match of that, then Smokin' Rocket won the second game, and then Team Rocket just went with it and just took the last two games. They were in a very commanding series, but oh, that last game gave me a heart attack, I swear. Why Scrub Killer? Why you do this to me?
Yeah, just outstanding play, for sure.
Because I feel like if Smokin' Rockets won that one, I would have thought they would take that third and final game that they needed, because they would have had the momentum in their side.
Oh, definitely. Like, the way they were looking in just that game alone shows me that, yeah, if they had managed to pull that out, they probably would have taken it all the way through. They were looking really good. But a very hard-fought win for Team Rocket, for sure.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
But, alright, at this point, I'm going to try and see where we're going to head next, because we're waiting on the next couple series to develop. So we're going to take a quick little commercial break, and we're going to come back with our next matchup. We'll see how the rest of the bracket develops and where we head. So thank y'all for tuning in. Again, you're watching the Gfinity 3v3 EU Cup for October 2nd. And I'll see you all in just a few moments. All right, everybody. We are just about ready here. Waiting for everybody to get in. God help me. Yeah, in case you're not aware, so apparently Mike Rules from Flipside Tactics got himself a subscribe button and has decided that his very first, and what I think his only emote now, is my face. So, yeah. I think you're muted, buddy.
There we
go.
Alright. Yeah, dude, you're popular. Mike Rules loves you.
He appreciates my commentary, apparently. I try to make sure I work in a mention of exploiting the defense's holes at least once when I shoutcast for Flipside and he's around, just to, you know, make sure it's there.
I'm saying, what are you talking about? Dude, it's not that your casting is popular, it's your face. He loves your face.
Apparently. Well, we are waiting here now on our first semi-final matchup. Of course, Team Shazu and Team Rocket. This will be a very exciting series. I have no doubts in my mind.
Yeah, Shalthis is love, Shalthis is life. Been confirmed.
Yeah. Alright, well. I'm just waiting for everybody to join in. We are...
I would say Team Shazu, Team Rocket. What is your pick?
Oh, that's really hard because I'm not sure how Team Shazu is playing today.
High-powered offense, high-powered defense. Most times for Shazu. I don't know how it is with Elmpin as the sub.
Yeah. Yeah, he is certainly a more formidable... I mean, he's a very solid player. I've seen him play for Supersonic Avengers quite a bit. So, yeah, I don't really know what to expect out of this Shazu team. But I know what to expect out of Team Rocket. So, I'm going to lean in their direction for now. Because if this were a regular Rocket-Shazu matchup, I would probably say Shazu. But it's not, and Doomsy, what are you doing?
Doomsy scoot. Mistakes were made.
He jumped the gun.
Alright, well, we gotta get out.
It's gonna be a 3-on-0.
I wonder who's
already
gonna win.
Doomsy with the big goal right out of the gate. What a goal! Straight through to the finals. Alright, alright. We will bail out of there and come back for the... we'll try this again. Let's see.
Doomsy, we love you. You're special, but we love you.
That's so freaking weird, man. I'm sorry. I'm never gonna get over the fact that friggin' Mike Rules has an emote on my face. And I'm seeing it in my own goddamn chat.
Yeah, you're gonna see it a lot now. Because now that people know about this.
Well, that's just
look! Even Shane got it. Good job, Shane.
Shane's here. Great.
Mike Rules is gonna make bank off of you.
How come you people... Hey, okay. At least subscribe to me, too. Instead of posting my face. Throw me a $5.
Why don't you ask for that emote so you can put it on yours?
Well, I don't want to do that. He's clear... I mean, okay, if people are going to subscribe to Mike just to get an emote on my face, then shit. If I can help him with that, then I'll do it. I don't care. Hey, you know, throw a $5 this way. That's all I'm saying, guys.
Good God. Alright, here we go. Shazu versus Team Rocket.
We're ready. Let's do this thing. Now, let's get into the game view so people can actually see what's going on.
I don't know what's more popular, this game or your face.
Well, hopefully it'll be this game, because this game is going to be much more fun to look at. So here we go. Game 1 in the blue, Team Rocket, and the orange, Team Shazu. There's Doomsy. Gets a nice play off the kickoff there. And already, offensive pressure looking pretty good for Team Rocket, but they haven't quite been able to connect on anything decent.
Nope. And Elm getting a good little push here. I kind of like his style. He seems more aggressive.
Now, I've always called him just ELMP. Is that not right?
I think most that I've heard call him Elm, so I'm sticking with what I know. You go for ELMP if you want. I think you just like abbreviating things.
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just, you know, Elm didn't seem like a word.
Yeah,
but that doesn't
that was such a good shot, though.
Yeah, nice play there. Oh, he gets taken off the ball.
Oh! Good save by Tree.
Tree might not be putting on a ton of great shots, at least on-point shots, but he's been looking fine in everything else.
Yeah, I think Shazu are really putting on the pressure. I'm actually surprised by this. I thought they were going to be the ones sitting back.
Yeah, so far, so good. There's a good cross there. It gets sent out. Vogan tries to put it down, but Noir turns it back aside. They can't quite follow up on that, though. It was actually a pretty good chance for Rocket, but they weren't able to finish.
Yeah, the intensity here is just insane.
Doomsy missed off the wall, though. Tree making a nice play on ELMP to disrupt his attempt on goal.
Just hits it wide.
There are so many decent chances developing here, but neither team is getting any really good finishes. And a chance really is only as good as its finish, let's be honest now.
That's true, but I mean, you get enough chances and one of these are going to finish in for you.
Oh yeah, but if it's happening on both sides of the ball, it might as well be a tie score. So, oh, here's a good setup there. Noir puts it up a little high. Doomsy going to try to come in to finish up on that. Can't quite do it. Oh, but it gets a little bit disrupted before it crosses the halfway mark. And here we go. Rocket on the attack again.
And now it looks like Shazu's kind of backing off, giving Rocket that chance to attack. So here
there's a little floating shot. Skyline has to turn to the side, and quickly Vogan gets the clear.
Oh, how did I Am a Tree miss that? He was in perfect position to pounce and knock that in.
Just really wise defense on the part of Shazu. That is something they are known for, is their skilled defense. And honestly, it's not too surprising that we're seeing a lot of that same defense with both Skyline and Vogan. There's a big wide open net, though. Tree's going to try and put it on, but Skyline turns it away. Doomsy keeps it on the orange side for now. I thought we were going to go into ping-pong mode there for a little bit, but here comes Shazu on the attack. Vogan plays it to the net. Doomsy prevents the cross.
Yeah, to be fair, this is some fantastic play from both sides. Great defense, great offense. Not many mistakes happening. I am just super ecstatic with how everything's going so far.
Yeah, everything is looking just solid across the board for both of these teams, and that's why we're looking at a 0-0 scoreline. It's going to come down to the first team that makes a mistake. That's all it is. And those are the most exciting games to watch, because you're watching two teams that don't really make a ton of mistakes when they're on point. And here comes Noir, tries to play it up. The net's though wide open. They got to get it out of Danger's way. ELMP tries to play it up. He's going to try and get his follow-up, but he can't do it. Again, so many chances, but not a lot of quality finishes. Here's a good cross for Team Rocket. Oh, and they can't get it past. We're still going, though.
Yeah, I have to say, though, this is just... Even though this is a low-scoring game, the attacks are what make it so
exciting. Oh, but ELMP!
What a big distance
goal. Noir couldn't get to it. I was following Noir the whole time, and I saw it coming in, but he couldn't get up in the air fast enough. Too much mustard on that shot.
Oh, and he backflipped, too. He didn't go straight up.
Yeah, big early goal, and here we go. Now, back to kickoff. Minute left. That could be enough for Shazu, but there comes Tree trying to get there, but Skyline beats him to it.
Yeah, what a great job by Skyline. Oh, Alp with another good hit.
Oh, yeah, Nora was in a good spot to turn that away. Oh, but Doomsy gets a big break, and he is going to get the tying goal. Oh, that was outstanding. Look at Noir.
Noir. Doomsy gets a touch on it, and it's right over Skyline. Skyline was just sitting. I don't know if he was lagging or what.
I mean, it looked like Skyline was in a good spot to play the ball, but then Doomsy made a touch on it to get it over his head. And that was just too much. So we got the equalizer now. Final minute of play, less than a minute left to play. Here comes Tree. Good setup. Not enough of a cross, though. And then that's wide open, though. They got to be careful now. That's a wide open net. ELMP gets the goal. ELMP, doesn't matter what you call him. You can just call him the goal scorer, because he's got both goals for Team Shazu on this game so far.
What good, solid play work by Shazu. When they were saying that these teams are so closely matched, they were not kidding.
Yeah, here we go, final 30 seconds. Oh, that's not a good setup! Oh, Tree almost got in to punish that little bit of dribble that was going right in front of the net. Good luck there by Shazu. Final 20 seconds, but the pressure's on. Rocket trying to get a shot to develop here, trying to get the equalizer.
Great hit by Vogan, keeps it away and just helps take the time down. Oh, but here it goes.
That's a big wide open net, but no. Can't do it. They're going to have to try to do it in 0-second time, I think. And here we go. Oh, but it's not in the right spot on the field. And they can't get it all the way back down.
Alright, I will be right back. Apparently someone is calling. Apparently I'm important.
Really? Weird.
I know, right? I thought so too.
Well, here we go. So first game done, 2-1 for Shazu. They're going to take that first game lead. I wasn't really sure what to expect out of Shazu, but now that I've seen ELMP, just the way he's been playing, he's really making his team look solid.
The sub for O'Neal is doing really good, and from what I've heard, apparently Team Shazu has a shot caller for them. So it's one person giving out directions, and I think that is a fantastic idea for teams to do because that actually opens up the line of communication and gives you one solid person to give you the feedback you need.
Yeah, exactly. Communication is key, but the less communication, the better. Just, quality communication. You do too much of it, and it just becomes a cacophony of sound. Really, that's all it is. But so far, Shazu riding the momentum of that big win forward, and they're getting some pretty solid developments here. And Rocket had a bit of a hard time turning that away. Here we go, going back upfield. Rocket trying to get something to develop. Nice disruption there. Oh, and down goes Helm.
Oh, what a good save by Vogan, though, on that. Kept Tree from putting that in the back of the net.
They do say when you get matches between quality offense and quality defense, it's usually the defense that wins those matches, and there's the LMP again!
What a great dribble by Skyline. Watch this. He gets 1, 2 touches. 1, 2, 3. Tosses it to Elm, and Elm just smashes it home. Wow, what a fantastic job by him. So it's 1-0 Team Shazu, and it might be 2-0 here shortly.
Yeah, the score line matches the series score as well. And there, a big stop by Noir. Really had to get there in front of it. But look at Shazu, they are just coming out blazing right now. They're fighting hard for this.
Yeah, this is an attack I've never seen from Shazu. They've always been more of the defensive counterattack.
Oh, and there's Noir to get the equalizer. Shot. Really big aerial shot here. Take a look at the setup. Comes off of Skyline. He's there to pick it up. Follows through. Puts it up nice and high. Gets that equalizer.
Yeah,
Key goal.
Skyline doesn't get that clear he needs, and Noir takes advantage. Tie game again.
And so far, just looking really good for both teams. It was looking just perfect for Shazu in the early goings. But they were having a very difficult time. After that first goal, it started to turn around a bit for Team Rocket, and I think we're getting back to that equal footing that we saw earlier.
Yeah, but I think the momentum's in Team Rocket's favor.
Oh, and that was going to be a heartbreaker goal, but there's Noir. You said it. There's your momentum. Noir carrying it forward. This has clearly been a battle of the subs so far. Noir, both of the goals for Team Rocket. Elm has been the goal scorer for Shazu.
Tree, really, he could have scored that one, but it was just a little wide off that crossbar. And we know that crossbar hates everyone.
Oh, yeah. Crossbar is the MVP goalkeeper of Rocket League.
Yeah, we need
set up a Skyline. Yeah, just dare to try to get stats from every game. Oh, there's a good goalie detonation by Tree. Takes Skyline out, but they're not able to put a shot on net. That would have been a great chance, though, if they could have.
Yep. Now here's a good chance. Oh, Vogan doesn't get the hit because of the good clear, but here comes Skyline. Now Doomsy gets it and clears it to the corner. That's what you need to do. And here comes Tree.
Quality clear there. Bit of a center. Nice disruption there to prevent the center, or prevent the shot, I should say. But really nice rotational play out of Team Rocket, I gotta admit. You know, I know that Noir is kind of hanging back as the keeper for most of this, but they're doing a good job of just rotating in and out, you know, being there to cover on defense. Oh, here's a good opportunity for Team Rocket if they can get to it. Doomsy makes a nice header touch, but he has to direct it down low.
Yeah, that was a good save, and here comes Elm. Gets a nice little touch for Skyline centered. Oh, but he doesn't get a good hit.
Yeah, not a lot on that. Corner shot goes a little high. Oh, they can't quite make that happen.
What a
nice
save
stop
by Elm. He came off the wall and flew down to stop that. Fantastic
flying
jump.
across field. Yeah, this has just been some amazing play out of both of these teams. The lead is ever so narrow for Team Rocket.
Oh, that was so close, and Elm was right there, just couldn't get that touch.
A little bit of midfield ping pong here. They're going to have to fall back again. I think they were trying to set up for something a little more aggressive than they usually do. Here comes Doomsy.
Oh.
Nice bit of contact, wide open net. And he's
There's
going
the
to get
first
it.
mistake. Elm and Bogan were side by side. Apparently, the shot caller didn't call him off, and he came up forward, and that messed them both up.
Yep, that was just right on. Nobody back in net. Doomsy easily punished it. And that's probably going to be the game-winning goal here.
Yeah, that's a breakdown of communication right there. It does not need to happen. Oh, Bogan goes for a shot.
Risky clear. Very risky. I think Doomsy got super lucky that that wasn't put in the net. There's an attempt at trying to close this gap.
And 49 seconds there. They need to do it now.
Oh, and a good stop by Tree. Turns that aside at the last moment. And right now, Shazu bringing a lot of offensive pressure, but here comes Noir trying to respond. Nice floating setup for Doomsy. That was gorgeous.
Wow, Team Rocket is just putting it to Shazu.
Look at Noir, just a beautiful bit of contact, sets up Doomsy, and he just drills it into the net. Just
I have to admit,
perfect.
I felt nervous for Team Rocket with Noir because he just seemed a little shaky in his first few games. But now he's essentially coming of age in this team and really just putting it to Team Shazu.
Nice clear by Doomsy. Gets it out of harm's way, but it is going to be turned around for a moment. Let's take to the sky for a brief period here. Doomsy now going to set it back around. Yeah, this game is going to go to Team Rocket at this point. That's the kind of momentum that they were showing in the last few games. Going to try to get one more here, and no, not going to quite get it.
All right, 1-1. Wow, this series is going to be fantastic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, things are coming off looking very good for both teams. And now equal series, 1-1 apiece for Shazu and Rocket.
And I just have to comment about how awesome your chat is being.
Every time I look there, I just see my face a bunch of little times, and then I'm not sure what to make of it, but...
I just like the one giving you the sniper rifle, like you're going to snipe someone.
Oh, Vogan!
Beautiful shot by Vogan.
Forget the emotes.
6
Look at
seconds
Vogan.
in.
Long distance goal. Nobody in net. Huge mistake. Doomsy tried to get to it, but couldn't quite get it. Well, not much there off the kickoff. Good setup there. Tree. Oh, that's not good. Oh, lucky.
Good save by Doomsy.
Very lucky break.
Oof.
Tree makes a
Heads
good
up.
stop there. Sets it aside. But the pressure's still coming. Oh, what a big stop by Tree. They finally got. I think they finally broken through. They're back in orange turf. Nice center. Nobody quite close enough to make a play on it, but they're going to keep this going. That early goal can be a little disruptive, but they have to turn it around now.
Yeah, but here comes Elm with a good shot for Skyline. Oh, good save by Tree.
Tree has been looking very defensively sound this whole tournament, really. You know, even if his shots haven't been on point, that's a bad clear, and that's an easy goal for Elm.
There's a mistake. No one communicated on that. Watch, not only does Noor go up, but so does Doomsy, and it's too late.
Yeah, Elm, I mean, Noor just got a bad bit of contact on that, perfectly set it up for Elm, and just gives them the 2-goal lead. This is such an even series, man. These teams are ridiculously close. I love watching them play. This is why I wanted to go to this game.
Oh, I don't blame you now. It definitely was close.
I knew what we were going to get here.
Oh yeah, always going to get some fun and excitement here.
And now Rocket trying to turn this around. Good setup by Doomsy. Nobody could get to it in time, though. Yeah. Very good by Vogan. Here comes a good play off the corner. Oh, and nearly a goal there to try to get the third. They're going to send it up.
The pressure Shazu is doing is just astounding right now because Team Rocket seem to be backpedaling every time.
Yeah, Shazu just looking really on point here. Able to shut down a lot of these offensive chances. This one, though, could be pretty good, but no, they couldn't get anything as a setup. Oh, but here comes Doomsy.
No, I couldn't get a good hit.
No, yeah. He nearly had something good developing, but couldn't do it.
Oh, no, here's an arc.
Big shot, but Noir is able to turn that away. Doomsy hanging back in net, waiting to see how things develop. Can't get it past Vogan, who keeps it in the blue zone. This has been a game.
Setup.
This game has really been all Shazu at the moment, and Doomsy with a super save on that.
Oh, another good shot by Vogan. Noor's got to get back.
Oh, and he got the touch, but couldn't get it out of harm's way. ELMP in a great spot to get.
Did he get the touch?
Rebound.
It looked like he missed.
Did he?
Yes,
oh no,
he
hit the
missed.
crossbar. I'm sorry, yeah, hit the crossbar. He was right there, so I thought he was the one who touched it. But,
Crossbar MVP. Not only does it block, but it also assists.
Yeah, great setup for the rebound off crossbar.
Oh no!
Oh, and Doomsy gets turned aside by Elm.
Oh Jesus! 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. There's plenty of time for Team Rocket to come back. They just need that goal, that first goal.
Yeah, that is really all they need to just start tilting it back in their favor. Oh, good play by Doomsy. Going to try to move it up, but can't do it. Skyline turns it away. Going to float it in, but Tree sends it aside. Pressure still on.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes Rocket. They're in a good spot. If somebody can make contact, but they couldn't.
Oh no.
Back the other way again. Shazu looking great in this series. I mean, this game. And honestly, it could be enough. If they can win this with the way they've been playing, they could ride it all the way through the next game and just take it. Oh, and a big stop by Skyline off that Doomsy shot.
And now Skyline's pushing it forward. Here comes Team Shazu. Elm setting it up. Oh! Took out Doomsy, but he lost it. That smoke screen messed him up.
Setting it back up on goal. Can't quite get that pass. We're going the other direction yet again. So few chances developing for Team Rocket in this game.
And so many for Team Shazu. I swear this team is just on an offensive rampage compared to what they usually do.
There was a good little setup by Tree. Doomsy clearing into the corner, but immediately turned back around. They cannot develop anything here, and that is just what's killing them. Final minute of play. Big floating shot, and it's going to go a little wide.
Oh, but here comes
Pressure's
Elm.
still on, and Elm again has been ruthless.
Oh my god. I have to admit, the big reason why I think Team Rocket just can't get anything together as Elm knocks that to the top shelf is Team Shazu is so consistent with their hits. I have barely seen them miss any of the hits that they've gone for.
Yeah, they're so smart with where they want to hit the ball and where they put it, and they're just making Team Rocket have to fight to get anything through, and they can't do it. This is all Shazu. Good center there by Vogan, but there was nobody back enough to make a play on it. I think Team Rocket, if they go scoreless here, they're probably going to lose the series in the next game unless they see something really outstanding.
Yeah, and here comes Elm clearing it out, but he can't get it by Noor. Now Doomsy sets it up to the center. Oh, but nothing going.
Could not get it past. Tree tries to keep it in the orange zone. But no, here comes Shazu again. They've slowed down a little bit. They know they have this game. And that is it. Shazu going to go up 3-0 0.
Yep. In the series though, it's 2. Wait.
I'm sorry, they're going to go up. Sorry, they
It's
won the game
2-1.
4-0. They're going to go up 2-1. I don't know what I was thinking.
I was
Trying to
like,
read things
wait
at the
a
same
second.
time as I'm talking. Yeah, so they're going to go up 2-1.
Oh, I know what you're looking at. You're looking at the 3 goals by Elp out of 5 shots. Just that consistency is amazing.
Yeah, that is just some great performance. I mean, those are results right there.
Yeah, I'm really, really happy with this, and I feel like what we're seeing here could be maybe a new showing for Team Shazu, as Elp has been outstanding, and Noor has also been putting on a fantastic show. So both subs have honestly been MVPs here for me. Doomsy's been fantastic, but I think the subs coming in and really making a difference has been the key for each team.
Oh,
It's tree!
Gate
Just
tree!
dumps on 2.
Beautiful little dribble, floats it over everybody. I mean, look at this again. Just gets it past Vogan and Alp and just lets it go into the net. No easy job there.
Hashtag no hands, Mom.
Yeah, that was just an easy goal. That could be a big break, though, for Team Rocket to get a goal that early. So if they can play that momentum forward now. Oh, not a good touch there. Fortunately, nobody was able to get to it in time. But here comes Rocket now.
They've got momentum on their side.
Ooh, plays that a little wide to the left. So now Vogan going to try to take it up. Passes it to Elm. Gets a great shot on goal.
Great pass from Vogan to Elm.
Let's watch this again. Vogan gets a bit of a setup here. Hands it off to Elm. Little bit of marathon handoff there. Passes the baton and gets the goal.
Oh, Noor never jumps up to try and contest that. Maybe he thought it was going to hit the ground. I don't know. But that's one you just have to go up for.
Yeah, those are tricky. But we are already tied up.
Oh, no!
Oh, no, just barely. Almost got the go-ahead.
What a save by Doomsy, and that crossbar, I swear, MVP.
Doomsy misses the wall shot. So Skyline's going to come and play it to the corner, but Tree turns it away for the moment. Here comes Vogan, puts it towards the net. Noir gets a good turn array that time. Back to Tree. Let's see what we're getting here.
Good hit by Skyline, but it's going out. There we go, Elm keeping it in. Now Nora's got to do something with it. Not able to clear it, and here comes the ball, centered.
Well played, though, by Doomsy to get it over the goal, out of harm's way, prevent a really decent center.
Yep, but here comes Elm.
Back on the attack again, great shot, but Noir, huge save.
Oh, what a good setup by Skyline.
Oh, and they took Noir out. This could be their chance. Oh, but they couldn't get anything to happen there. They did take Noir out. That would have been a great chance to put something on net, but they couldn't do it. So here comes Team Rocket again.
Oh, Elm couldn't get that touch, but Skyline, oh, he can't get it either.
They're fighting. Look at the scrim in the corner for the ball. Finally, it breaks free. Barely.
There's a bro in the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a miss by Nora. He might want back.
Stop back, tries to get this save and does manage to turn that aside for now. Tree tries to center it up. Noir's going to play it past, but it does get broken aside. Fortunately, they are back to play on it.
God, that
good setup by Tree to Doomsy. Doomsy to Noir, but can't touch it, and it's not, doesn't have enough behind it. Oh, that was a really nice play that developed there for Rocket. That looked so good.
I couldn't choose either team if I tried. Right now, just both playing it so much
Doomsy!
God, Doomsy.
Plays it off the corner, gets the setup, and just comes in with the dunk. Nails it.
What a great pass by Noir, setting up Doomsy nicely. And 2-1. These teams are so evenly matched, you could choose either one and you couldn't go wrong.
Yeah, this is such a close series, close game, close everything. It always is when it's when it's Shazu and Team Rocket. These two teams are so even. Oh, and Vogan could have had a nice shot there, but he got too far behind it, couldn't quite get to it. Here comes Team Rocket, though. Tree, break out the dribbling. Oh, he gets a little bit off. Has to set it to the corner. Gonna try and center it. Doomsy comes in. Can't do it. Still not out of harm's way, though. Noir playing the wall a bit. Can't make it, though.
Yep, that was a good job, but here comes Skyline. Gets a good little hit. Got it centered. Noir does clear it back out, though, and here comes Noir. Team Rocket won it. Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. They're just set up to the corner, and they're still just kind of bouncing it back and forth. Haven't seen a solid offensive chance since that last goal. Just a lot of setup going here. Speaking of which, though, Doomsy. Oh man. I think this came from Noir here. Gets the touch, and Doomsy with the finish. Nice redirect. Puts it in the net.
Noir and Doomsy have just been tearing Team Shazu apart when they connect. As long as they're able to keep passing it to each other, I think they'll just do just fine against Shazu. Oh, Skyline! So close there. Now Vogan sets up Elp. Elp, no, does not get the shot he needs.
Noir turns aside Vogan, and we're going back the other way. For a moment, there's Skyline, and Tree has to make the save. Trying to preserve this 2-goal lead with 1 minute to play. That is the tricky part.
Oh, what a good shot. Nice save by Noir. Last second save.
Doomsy prevents the cross. Oh, but ELMP gets credit for what is probably an own goal there. He's going to play this at this point here, but it sort of bounces off everybody. Oh, no, that was going in. Yeah, they had a hard time getting to it.
Yeah, Noir got stuck on the goal, and that messed him up. Sorry, I was going to say that goal is just so much of a hazard for every team.
Yeah, but we are now in 30 seconds now of time. I was going to say 42. That's where we were when I last was saying. 30 seconds, though. 1 goal down for Shazu. They want the equalizer.
There's a good setup. Oh, Vogan doesn't get the hit. Here comes Elm. Nice setup. Skyline can't get to it, though.
We might be headed to a Game 5 here. Oh, that one squeezes past Skyline. And I think Team Rocket may have this game. Oh, they really tried to get one more, but it does hit the ground first. So we're going to another Game 5 with another tied series. Shazu and Rocket fighting for a spot in the final. One more game to go.
Who do you have? Who do you have?
Who do I have? Are you kidding me?
Oh, no, I'm not kidding. I'm as serious as it gets. Who do you have?
I'm going to...
I'm going to give you mine. I'm going Shazu. I love Elm, and I love the playstyle that they have going for them with the shout caller. Let's go Shazu.
I said Team Rocket when we started. I'm going to stick with my horse. I'm going to stick with Team Rocket going into this game, carry the momentum of that win forward, and take it to the finals.
All right. I'm going to hold you to it.
I'll own it.
Here we go. Elm getting a nice little hit here. No, it's centered on goal.
Oh,
wow, what a fantastic shot. Shazu, not disappointing me. Here we go, Elm.
Big high arcing shot there. Very hard to stop. And ELMP gets the goal. Elm gets the goal. I'll call him whatever. You know who we're talking about. It's the only guy with those letters in his name. Oh, no. Oh, and it gets turned away by Tree. Oh, my God. I thought that was absolutely a goal.
Oh, I thought Vogan had it too.
Oh, here comes so many chances. Oh my God.
This pressure,
ridiculous. Man. But here comes Rocket now. Doomsy tried to set something up. He's going to make a shot on goal. It's going to go a little wide though. But they are going to get it in there.
I think Shazu is taking over Swarm's presence here, trying to make that pressure just so palpable.
Oh, here comes Tree. Tries to play it up. It goes a little high. And Noir though. Oh, he just so off point. Tree was trying to beat it to there. Now Noir plays it off the wall. Does get turned away by Skyline. Shazu going back the other direction.
Oh, it's
pinched against the wall. That wasn't good. Oh, and that will be a goal.
What a great setup. Elp was waiting on that bad clear by Tree. I Am a Tree tried to pinch it forward. I know what he was doing, and it just didn't work out for him.
Such a tough pinch to deal with, and that's going to put Shazu up 2-0 in this Game 5. Winner goes to the finals. Oh, that was a nice setup for Vogan. So you shouldn't be setting up Vogan, guys.
No. Him or Elm right now have just been taking it to Team Rocket, and they need to keep that ball away from them as much as possible.
Yeah, they really do, and they're having a very hard time doing it, but down goes Elm. Unfortunately, he went down really far back here, so he's going to be back in playing in no time. Now, good play to the corner. ELMP tried to disrupt it a little bit, but here comes Doomsy. Plays it up high. Noir going to try to come in, and he gets it.
What a disruption by I Am a Tree. He just took out two who were defending and gave Noir all the time he needed for that shot. I Am a Tree being the big playmaker here. Fullback status.
Yeah. Blocking on the play. And they get the goal. So 2-1 is your score now. And there's a big shot right off the kickoff for Doomsy. But everybody was back enough to stop it. That's not a very difficult shot to stop generally for most of these teams, but unless they've already committed to something. You know, you usually use that kind of shot to hope that maybe they're out of position, but Shazu was in position.
Well, most times they get caught out with boost, and I'm glad Shazu didn't get caught with their pants down on that one.
Yeah, they were in a good place, and now Team Rocket trying to come in. Here comes Doomsy, can't get to it. Trying to drill it home.
Was right there.
There's a good setup. Trying to get it to Tree. Doomsy, though,
was
trying to set himself up.
That scrim in the corner. Now Noir steals it away, and here comes Doomsy with a good shot. Oh,
it gets his own rebound. What
alley-oop.
Look at this again. So unreal. Plays it off the wall. Goes in, gets his own rebound off the crossbar. Puts it in. Ties this game up 2-2. With 2:20 to play.
So many where twos. Are you at, overtime?
Well,
looking at you.
A lot of Rocket League. We could go to overtime, though, the way these teams have been playing.
Oh.
Big stop by Vogan.
Good save. Vogan had to make that.
ELMP taken out again. But now it's in a good place for Rocket. Oh, nearly a goal, but they're still in a dangerous spot, and Doomsy squeezes it into the corner of that goal.
Oh, Vogan with the beautiful save, but he couldn't take it anywhere, and Doomsy finishes it.
Those are hard. I mean, you got to make those saves. You just have to get in front of the ball. That's it. Like, that's all you have to do. And if you can't get a full-fledged clear on it, that's not really a bad play. That's just, well, I had to stop it.
Yeah.
Everything leading up to making that sort of stop is the bad play.
Okay.
But Shazu now trying to get the equalizer. They want to tie this thing up. I think Rocket would love to get another game winner. Get a go-ahead goal here to extend their lead. Weird. Yeah, they were setting that up there. Just left it hanging, but there's Doomsy. Plays it up pitch. Oh, and Skyline manages to get it out of harm's way. Barely.
Yeah. I think the pressure's getting to Shazu. A lot of mistakes going on now. Not the positioning they need. They need a focus here.
Yeah, and right now, Rocket looking really good, but there's a good shot, and Noir turns it away. He has been a critical savior for this game. Two saves so far, but they have been just in a great defensive position. Yeah, oh, there's a good shot.
Just been making every strike that they need. Just unlucky with none of them going in yet.
Final minute of play. 1 goal down is Shazu. Winner will be moving on to the finals. This is Game 5 of this series. There's the setup. Can't quite do it. This is a good opening for Shazu. But they can't get to it. They got to bring the heat now, though.
Yeah, they got 3 men 4. They're being so aggressive here. They need to get it if they're going to be this aggressive.
Oh, this is good for Rocket, but they can't quite do it. Final 30 seconds of play.
Oh, it's a bad setup by Noir.
Oh, Tree gets into a good place to keep the ball in the orange zone. Here comes Doomsy, plays it off the corner. Good setup for Tree. Goes a little high.
There we go. Skyline's getting a chance here. 10 seconds left. They can do it.
Oh, Noir makes a big stop before getting detonated. I think Rocket might have this, but they're still fighting for it. Midfield, Doomsy plays it to the net and gets a critical goal. at 0-second time, and Team Rocket has secured their ticket to the finals of Gfinity.
We're finally seeing it, and it's with a sub, no less. But Team Rocket getting a great game here.
And Team Rocket takes it again 3-2 at the last moment to pull that out. So we're moving on to what will next be our finals. And if I have to guess, let me just get out of here. If I have to guess, without even looking at the updated bracket yet, I'm thinking Flipside and Team Rocket is what we're going to be dealing with here. So let's just take a quick old peek at the old bracket here.
Alright.
Remember, folks in chat, if you want to see the brackets, just type !bracket in the chat, and you will get the link to it. It looks like we're still waiting on the update from that series, so...
Yeah, but from what I've been hearing, it looks like Yuma0 is down to Flipside. So we'll just have to see how that plays out. If Flipside meets this Team Rocket, what is your honest opinion of how this is going to go down?
If we are... I still don't know if this is the full Flipside. If it is, I still kind of lean towards Flipside here. Just, Flipside is such a ridiculously dominant team that they can take advantage of mistakes so easily that I think they might be able to pull that off. But while we're waiting on everything, we're going to take just a quick final commercial break. We'll come back for the finals, best of 7, Team Rocket taking on the winner of Flipside versus Yuma0. Probably Flipside, but we'll see. So, you're watching the Gfinity 3v3 Cup for October 2nd. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, folks. So we are just about ready to get things going. Our finals are set. Flipside Tactics taking on Team Rocket. Best of 7 is your final.
Oh yeah, you know I'm excited for it. I mean, I got my chips, I got my salsa. We're good to go. Let's do this.
You can't eat chips and salsa while you're shoutcasting.
Oh, come on! I wanna.
That's not how it works.
Alright, fine. I guess I'll have to wait later.
That is one of the few reasons that I have decided to not shoutcast everything, so that at least Rocket League I can just watch and enjoy. So,
I don't blame you for that.
We are just waiting on our go-ahead now for this final match.
I think we've already got the go-ahead. Ah, it said rejoin, but it's not up. Why? I've been lied. The cake is a lie.
Let's see.
Oh. I'm being yelled at in my chat. That's never good.
Doomsy said we should be getting an invite to the party instead, so that's fine. Whatever we have to do to get in and stuff.
Okay, well, I got brought in. Where are you at?
Waiting.
I got you. Give me a second. Shalthis, where are you? There you are. Get your big butt in here. I need you. There he is.
Alright.
There's my buddy.
We're in. Okay. Not switching over yet. We are... once we are in-game, then I will switch over to the in-game view. But,
Alright, so I'm going to keep putting you on the spot, but I want a prediction here, because I already know what team you want. I want to know, how's the series going to go, oh Prophet?
Oh. Series score?
Yep.
I am going to say 4-2. Flipside.
Oh, you called it like I did. Alright. So we're even on this one. Okay. I don't feel as bad now.
No need to feel bad. Alright, folks. Here we go. We are ready. Game number 1. Best of 7 finals. Flipside Tactics versus Team Rocket. This is a full-blown Flipside team, so I feel confident in my picks. But here we go. Let's follow Mike rules, because he's the guy who made an emote of my face that will haunt me until the very end of my days.
Yeah, so we should criticize him a lot. Oh,
How
God,
can I look at that?
What a horrible dribble. God, you should have never did that.
Just an unbelievably terrible dribble. I mean, it's not like that was, you know, gorgeous and almost went in the net or anything, but...
Oh, well, or that shot.
Oh, Marky, dude. All right. Back to reality. Back to reality. We go into Marky Duda getting a very nice looking goal. I mean, right now, Flipside looking in very good shape. And, you know what? I'm just going to leave it on you, Marky. I'm not even going to switch off you doing your little back and forth flippy thing. I don't even care. If anybody got a seizure because of that, I apologize. But,
Seizure procedure.
Yeah, I mean, so far, you know, I mean, game 1, things just starting to get a little bit feeling out for both teams.
Well, I always felt like Team Rocket was always shaky in the first game, and then they would come back.
Yeah, they've taken the last 2 series they played all the way to the end, so that wouldn't surprise me if this, you know, also went fairly long distance, and that's why I went 4-2, because their last couple series did go 2-2 before they won the deciding game. I don't know if they can keep that momentum up, because that's got to be really draining. There's a nice shot. Flipside, though. God almighty. Are you kidding me? This is ridiculous. I mean...
Look at that pass.
Saved by Noir, and then Marky's just like, I got it.
See, the problem is that what Flipside does so good is they make a protective net that you have to get around, because if Mike's on one side, Marky's on the other. So if you're going to clear, you need to damn well clear good.
Yeah, your clearing has to not only be distant, but it has to be precise, because you have to break it through Kuxier and Mikey and Mike and Marky, whatever. And it's not an easy thing, but that's why their super aggressive strategy works.
Oh, and Doomsy had a chance right there. Open net, and he can't handle the pass.
Oh, but here we go. Tree now trying to get it set up. Mike rules, does match turn to the side. They're going to play it to the corner a little bit here. And Kuxier takes to the sky to start the turnaround. Oh, Noir with a good save, but doesn't get a good clear on it. You got to get better clears than that against Flipside, undoubtedly. Yeah, and there's one. There's a wide open shot, though. Oh, but Tree couldn't get to it in time. He might not have had the boost he needed to get to it.
Yeah, they're definitely pressuring Noir as the defender. They're making him have to keep going back and defending it. It's just not working out in the clears department for him.
Yeah, it's rough. This is going to be a very difficult game for Team Rocket, and that's why I gave the nod to Flipside, is they are just universally such a good team. You know, I mean, one of the things I love to do is my buddy Cloud Fuel, our buddy Cloud Fuel, does a ton of work for MLG in terms of stat tracking and making sure that they have really accurate stats for the MLG Pro League. If you look at those stats, you will see like dead even performance, and there's Marky with another goal. But you will see like practically dead even performance in all categories by all three members of Flipside Tactics.
And I believe it. The rotations are just so fantastic. The problem with the last few games that they've played where they've been beaten is just because it's either been from subs or they weren't trying like they needed to. Like a lot of times they don't even do scrims or practices. But now I heard that they've switched the way they play now, and they're doing the scrims and everything that they need to be successful.
Yeah, and you know, I wonder if it's just they're starting to feel the heat. They knew that their position as the #1 team in Europe was getting threatened a bit, mainly by Swarm, but then you had those really tight series against Shazu from a few weeks back. So they know that they can't just rest on their laurels against these teams that are putting in so much time and effort. But I mean, as it stands right now, they're looking really solid here in this first game against Rocket. But, you know, Team Rocket they need to come back, reevaluate, and try to pull it off. You know, I think they're capable of taking a few games. They're certainly capable of winning this whole series. That's not something I would put past them. And it would be monumental for them to do so.
Yeah, but the first game, I feel like Nor is just, he was not expecting the amount of pressure that they were going to put on him. This really messed with him as Mike rolls smashes it home.
Really big shot there. We'll just follow Mike on this one. Takes to the sky. Gets a good angle. Drills it home. 4-0 is your scoreline. Final minute of play.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just Noir. I mean, Iamatree's got to pick it up. Doomsy's got to pick it up. If they want to beat them, they just have to be a better Team Rocket in general. Sub or no sub.
Yeah, I mean, they are... I mean, they've been playing exceptionally well with Noir, and I certainly won't credit any wins or losses due to the fact that they have a sub, because that's not an excuse. And I wouldn't do that with any of the teams, honestly. Like, even Swarm. You know, I know that they were rocking with Yemen, but I wouldn't say that, oh, you know, they lost because they had a sub. They lost because they just got outbeaten by Team Rocket, who was looking just really solid this particular day.
Right.
You know, Rocket League is a game of... There's an expression in American football called any given Sunday, and it kind of has carried over into a number of other sports. But the idea is that, you know, I know what's going to happen here, so I'm moving on. But the idea is that even if you get like a really great team taking on a less than great team, the winning team can really happen either way. Any given day can dictate what happens here, and Rocket League is a big example of that, where, you know, any team can come through and win a series or win a few games or beat another team, even if they normally don't quite have that. So, you know, I think Swarm losing to Rocket was not like a huge fault of Swarmer because they had a sub. Nor do I think Shazu lost because they had a sub. Nor do I think that whoever loses this game, if Team Rocket loses, it's because they have a sub. They've looked too good all throughout. So.
Oh, yeah, no, you can't say that it was the sub's fault. Because, I mean, Noir has actually, in a few of these games, have actually carried them.
Yeah, Noir's had some critical stops, some really solid goals. I mean, he's been very solid across the pitch. And he's been a great addition to this team for this tournament.
Yeah, the only thing I question is his defense. That's where they have him right now, is more of like a goalie, a protector. And I see him more of a midfielder and attacker like Tree. So I just feel like his defense isn't up to par to the other defenders that we see. That's my only gripe.
Yeah. And that's absolutely right. And I've been seeing that Tree has rotated back on defense probably a lot more than he normally would to kind of cover that a bit. But either way, game 2 now. Flipside has the 1-game advantage so far. But game 2 is usually a big turnaround point for Team Rocket. Has been this whole series.
Oh,
there's Doomsy with a big shot on goal. But Mike turns it aside. We're going back the other direction. Oh, what was that?
That was
not good. Oh, yeah, it just kept coming. They couldn't get it clear on there. And it looked like Noir just kind of aired over that ball, which gave Flipside the chance to just keep putting shots on net. And there's Kooks here.
And the worst part is, that ball was just rolling. No one touched it.
Yeah, I mean, it was just a rough spot coming in off of that miss.
Oh, that's a good shot by Tree.
Oh, it is. Trying a little bit of disruption. Tree can get the follow-up here, and he can get the equalizer. So Team Rocket ties things up. Very nice. He gets the first touch, puts it on net. Doomsy tries to disrupt it a bit, but it slows it down enough off of that attempt to save it and clear it out that Tree could easily follow up with it. So, really great job.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic. And hopefully Team Rocket goes off of this and keeps the pressure up.
Yeah, that is what they have to do. Ride the momentum. They've been doing it very well all series long. Nice play to get Marky Duda off the ball. Tree plays it back up towards goal. Noir sets it to the corner. Doomsy, though, keeps it in on the orange side of the pitch. Trying to get 1 game out of this series would be a big boon for Team Rocket, and that would be something they could ride through the rest.
Oh,
there's a good play by Tree. Oh, and they get very lucky that that wasn't going in. And it will get taken out of harm's way for now and cleared back down the field. So now Tree directs it away from the net. And we're going back the other way.
Yeah, that was a really good clear. Now what can they do with it? Doomsy gets a good hit, but it's too high.
Oh, he tried to get his own follow-up, and that was just a little off point as well. Tree was in a good spot to follow up on that as well, but not quite enough. Not a good save there by Noir again. And there's Kooks here, gets the go-ahead. 2-1 is your scoreline now.
They just tied it up, and now after a minute later, Mike Rule sets up Kooks here to get him back in the lead.
Yeah, just a bad stop there by Noir. He basically set it up so that Flipside could really act on it. 3.5 minutes, though, to go in this game number 2. Team Rocket looking to tie the series up. Flipside, I think, just, as always, looking for the 4-0. Just want to get in and get out quickly.
Oh,
that was actually a great setup for Team Rocket, but they couldn't do it. Doomsy tried to follow through on it. So many good chances that Flipside was able to turn away. Oh, there's Tree with a nice turn aside. Noir couldn't quite get under it. I think he didn't expect it to come flying in right over his head like that.
Oh, what a good save by Doomsy there. That was a shot on goal.
That was. Now Doomsy trying to gauge this out. Squeezes it to the side, so they're going to have to fall back on it. Tree with a big stop. We'll send it back up pitch. Doomsy gets the cross. Oh, and they couldn't get anybody there to make a play.
That was such a fantastic cross right there.
It wasn't. Here's a good follow-through. That play off the wall by Mike didn't get responded to by anybody on Flipside, so Team Rocket was able to get to it. And now, this could be good for Rocket. Nope, can't quite get to it in time. It's going to go the other direction for a moment.
Oh, no, just too hard. I thought it might have been a setup for Doomsy, but not happening.
Here we go. Noir taking to the sky. Tries to get to it, but can't. But they still haven't gotten it completely out of the danger zone. This is great for Team Rocket. They are getting constant chances. They're forcing Flipside to play defensively. And I said it in the first series, and I'll say it till the end. You keep putting chances like this on, and one of them is bound to go in.
As Doozy proves you right with that another shot that finally sneaks by and gets by Cooks. Mike Rolls and Cooks here.
Big midfield long-range shot, and Doomsy goes long distance to put it home. Ties the game up. 2 minutes to play. And this is the kind of Team Rocket that can challenge Flipside.
Yeah, I think
force them to play defense.
Bugs with Noir, he's not having the butterflies anymore. I think he's ready and serious to play now.
Well, one thing I'm seeing a lot of, and I mentioned this before, Tree is actually back on defense a lot more than Noir is right now.
Yeah, I think that was a deliberate tactic.
Yeah, I think that was a deliberate change of pace, and there's a great shot by Noir, but it goes a little too wide. Yeah, I think that was a deliberate change of behavior there to get Noir back on the front line. He's a little more effective as a striker and as a playmaker. Doomsy, of course, just a key striker for Team Rocket, undoubtedly. Gonna come up, gets a nice aerial shot.
Oh, it's a good arc.
Did go a little high. Nobody there to touch on it, but still Flipside can't get it out of the danger zone. Some great chances here for Team Rocket.
Great save by Cooks here. And Marky, now he's taking the ball, got it centered up for himself, but Ionometry with the nice stuff.
Looking pretty good. Here comes Noir. He's going to play it out. Good, clear. But still, even from that distance, it's so hard, and Mike Rules gets the go-ahead goal with 45 seconds. That sort of clear would normally be really good against any other team.
Yeah.
But Flipside will punish it.
And that's what Doomsy was hoping on. You saw him. He was actually about to go for boost when he saw the shot come. And all he could do was pray he could get back to defend it, and he just couldn't make it.
Yeah, very tough. But now Team Rocket going to try to get that equalizer. Down to the final 30 seconds. Shortly here. But here we go. They're getting a lot of good pressure on. They're forcing Flipside to play defensively. They can't let them get back on offense, though. Too risky. Oh, and a good redirect. Nice little setup. Oh, they're getting so many quality chances. The net's wide open, and they couldn't do it. But Noir keeps it in the orange zone. Here's a good chance. Oh, and he nudged him into it. Noir, pool shot. Noir pool shot Mike Rules into that ball to get the goal. Look at this again from Mike Rules' perspective. He gets the own goal because he was forced to.
The only way Mike Rules could have saved it right there is if he dodged to the left, but then that ball still could have gone in.
Oh,
so
that was
what you do in that
outstanding.
position?
I mean, he didn't. I don't even think he knew what to do. It was just so unexpected. But there's Flipside. Marky, do that? Are you kidding me again? Another just critical last second, all out, everything in goal.
When the pressure is on, Marky Duda steps up every time.
Flipside loves to score these last second goals. They do it all the time. And we are going to Game 3 with Flipside up 2-0.
I'm going to be honest, though. That could have went Team Rocket's way.
Absolutely could have.
Alright, so it looks like we might have a server change here.
Yeah, it looks like Mike Rule's having a little bit of lag issues. Even Kooks here, spiking up a bit. So, yeah, we're going to flip to that screen just for a second, our little static screen, while we wait for them to rebuild. But just to talk about that really quick. So, I mean, my concern now, going ahead, is that took a lot out of Team Rocket, I'm sure, to just constantly be getting the equalizer and try to secure themselves an advantage. But is that a big morale hit to let up a goal with 3 seconds to go after finally getting the equalizer?
I don't think so. Not with the amount of pressure that they put on them. They saw that they can make Flipside's back line crumble. If you can keep that pressure on and not let that ball sneak behind you, you can take this series. Keep the pressure, make Flipside work.
Well, let's see if they can do it. Game 3. Flipside in orange. Team Rocket in blue. Flipside up 2-0 in this series so far. Best of 7. They need a win, a desperate win, to try and build some momentum to try and show that they deserve to be here. I mean, they proved it in the last game. They were fighting tooth and nail. And there, a good shot by Noir gets turned aside by Mike Rules. And Doomsy plays good midfield defense there.
Oh.
Disrupts the center.
Good
Tree
save by
follows it up.
Tree.
Ah, but it's still coming. It just keeps coming.
Noir had to hit this. Watch as Tree gets that block, and here comes Kooks here with that hit. Noir or Doomsy had to hit it straight up to clear it out. Because it hit that crossbar before they touched it, that was it. Kooks here was already in position.
Yeah, just really solid play. I mean, Flipside, if you let them keep putting chances on and you don't clear precisely and with, you know, accuracy and distance, I mean, you have to have such a good clearing game to play against Flipside, or you have to bring such offensive pressure that they don't have a chance to do this.
Yeah, to be fair, I mean, I think this is just fantastic coming from Team Rocket. They're putting on the pressure, and even though they are getting scored on by Flipside, they're not changing their style.
Oh no, Rocket very lucky. Noir
Such
couldn't
a
make
good
contact
shot.
with it.
Yeah, such a good shot by Michael. It was just a little too high.
Oh, and Doomsy again. Down goes Kooks here. That's a good play for Team Rocket. Now they can get past, try to put something together. That's a smart strategy against Flipside when they're on that attack. If you can demolish them... Oh, and it goes just too high. But they keep it in the orange zone. They're going to try and put something else together here. That one was so good, though. You hate it when those really good chances don't happen. Doomsy has to fall all the way back to get boost.
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about this game almost like it's a slaughter, but really is so close as 1-0.
It is. It's really just a matter of play style, you know. That's what we're seeing is who's playing better. And that's the hard part right now. But here comes Doomsy. Nice shot to center it. But Mike Rules gets to it first. Clears it back downfield. Yeah, Team Rocket was looking a little rough in the early goings, I'd say in that first minute or so, but they have turned things around except for there. Mike Rules punishes that bit of dribbling.
Yeah, that was a mistake. You cannot dribble that around Mike Rules. He will turn and make you pay.
Yep, he found an angle on it. He didn't beat him to the punch. He didn't get it over his head. And he has gotten the second goal for Flipside.
Alright, so here comes Tree. Oh, he doesn't get the hit he needs, but here comes Doomsy setting it up. Gets it centered.
Center. Marky Duda, very nice bit of touch to disrupt that. And here comes Kooks here. He's going to get a third goal. Yeah, that was definitely going to happen there. You could see it just develop, coming all the way back.
Just a fantastic clear from Marky. I don't think I've ever seen a clear where you jump up to meet the ball. He didn't even look like he dodged into it. He just jumped up and angled the ball perfectly to have it lob back towards their goal. That was fantastic play.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the kind of play I was talking about. Like, even though the scoreline was really tight, and technically it's still kind of close in all things considered, the play is just better. The overall play out of Flipside is just overall better. And finally, though, Team Rocket
on the board.
Tree gets their team on the board, and that could be what they need. Good little setup there by Noir to get the redirect, and Tree just drills it into the net. Very nicely done. But now, 3-1 is your scoreline. Like I said, it's not a close. It is a close scoreline, all things considered. There's Doomsy with a huge save. But Marky Duda right there to try to punish it. You can see they're just everywhere. I know that this...
Really are.
I mean, it's not their name, but Flipside is the swarm. Like, they just swarm everywhere. And they are so hard to get the ball past. Marky Duda gets lots of time here to try to set something up.
I'd like to say they are literally the better version of what Swarm wants to be.
And a lot of it is, you know, Swarm's offensive style, I think, is a lot of what Flipside does. And Swarm does it very well when they're, you know, at full power and they're working their usual strategy. They do it really well, and they've challenged Flipside very hard before. You know, they split the series in Pro League. They've gone to Game 7 before. They beat them when they had a sub. So, I think, you know, this strategy is really effective as long as you have the skill to do it well with. Oh, and that was a nice follow-through by Doomsy, but couldn't quite put it on net.
Yeah, and here comes Flipside. Nice little touch by Cooks here. Now the only one in between Marky and Doomsy is... Oh,
Such
wow.
impeccable ball control. I mean, that is a lot of what this comes down to. Look at the setup there. Cooksy with the final touch.
To be fair, Cooks here stole that.
Yeah, maybe so. But you know,
it's so worth it.
It's all positioning, too. Sometimes you want to be in a good spot to make sure nobody else gets to it first and you end up stealing the goal. Or maybe you just want to be cheeky and you're like, ah, whatever. You know, a little bit of both sometimes.
Yeah, it's 3-1, so it's definitely looking like they're on that cheeky side.
Yeah, I mean, Flipside's always been the kind of team that plays Team Rocket with respect. Like, they don't go into it, you know, being too ridiculous. They just go into it playing smart. And that's why the scores, when they are playing, you know, really aggressively and really hard, are always kind of a little high. You know, we're down to the final 20 seconds here, and it's 4-1. Now, it's a lopsided score.
Yeah, and I just want to mention something I just noticed. As Marky went for that shot and missed it and was in the goal, he just kicked Noir out the way.
Oh my god. Okay. You need to see this from Noir's perspective. Because he was trying to watch this ball. You can't really see it, actually, because of the angle. It was passed back and forth so many times he couldn't find a place to stop it from. He got completely juked by Flipside. That was just, like, top-level Flipside play.
Yeah, he lost what he was supposed to do right there. You could definitely tell he got confused at where he needed to be for that ball. And that's just the better team taking advantage right there.
And there you have it. So, third game goes to Flipside. We're going to game 4. The sweep could happen.
Now the big question I have, though, is how much more can we BM Mike Rolls? God, what a horrible player he is. Why are we even talking about him? He should go sit in the bench. No, but in all seriousness, he is a fantastic player, and I think he's the one who gels Flipside for them.
Yeah, he's a big playmaker on this team, from the defensive side of the ball, the offensive. I mean, we know Marky is typically the big striker, makes most of their goals. But when it comes to, like, setting up plays, I mean, that's...
Example A.
Yeah, here we go. Mike Rules to Marky Duda. Boom.
Example complete.
That's all you need to say. We said it and they showed it.
Seriously.
You know, I mean, I was wondering how Rocket was going to perform against this Flipside team, just because they looked good in their other series, but they were making mistakes that I knew Flipside could really punish.
Oh, and yeah, you could see them with Shazu when they got above them and then they gave away the games at the end.
Yeah.
Those were mistakes that were very palpable, and right here we see another one.
Disastrous. Big miss on this stop here. Easy goal for Mike Rules. Gets the 2-goal lead. They're trying to just take this all the way to the very end.
I think I just heard the best comment of the day. Everyone raise your Shalthis.
I never thought I'd hear that before.
No, well, that was the first time for everything. As Cooks here kicks it out wide before he has to run for it.
Yeah, he had no boost, so he was going at slow throttle to try to stop that. Yeah, I mean, this game so far is just looking really securely in Flipside's corner. I mean, they're keeping the ball in the zone. Look at these beautiful shots.
Oh, and Noor.
Bad defensive lapses are just costing them.
You can tell Noor, he's tilting because, watch this, he actually is in the right position, and instead of dodging forward, he dodges backwards. He's not in the right state of mind right now. You can definitely see that.
Exactly, and it's going to be kind of the straw that broke the camel's back here are just those constant defensive lapses. Too many goals coming off of those. And Flipside will punish them so easily, like they've been doing.
And I have to admit, this looks like a more revamped Flipside in my opinion, just because there seems to be no play in how they're doing this. Like, sure, the first game they were kind of checking them out, seeing what to do. 2 was a little bit of a struggle, but 3 and 4 had just been dominant performances.
It's more in line with how Flipside plays. You know, when they decide it's time to go, and they will bring it. And there are very few teams that can bring it equally. And I don't think that this version of Team Rocket has shown that they are able to bring it. Little pass back to Kooks here, or Mike Rule, sorry, clears it out. Good setup there for Rocket. This could be good. Oh, but he was just too far ahead.
Here comes Tree. He sets it up for Doomsy, but Mike Rule gets there first. And the ball's already cleared out by Marky due to what a short-lived attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, but this could be good for Team Rocket. It is wide open. They got to act quickly, though. Oh, and they couldn't get anything to develop there. It's too bad, because those opportunities that when you get past Flipside, they will happen. You know, if you're good enough, you can get past Flipside with relative ease. You just have to be able to do it consistently, and now wide open for Flipside, and they will get the punish. No delaying there.
You can just see it. It's just a breakdown of the team. All 3 of Team Rocket are back there, and they're all having to chase to catch up to Flipside. And as you look, Flipside doing the V. I'm going to start calling them the Flying V, as they all set up for that one.
Oh, nobody went on kickoff there. So low and slow shot on net. Easily turned aside, though, by Mike Rules. Unfortunately, Team Rocket was not able to turn that into an actual offensive chance.
Oh, what a good pass by Marky Duda to Cooks there. What a fantastic showing right there. That's just the skill level we were talking about. It's just so much more on a different level than any other teams and players that we've seen.
Yep. And another big floating shot gets set up. Noir does manage to turn it aside. It's just looking very much in Flipside's corner in that 5th goal. I mean, if it hasn't been sealed already, it's basically sealed right now. Flipside tactics. Looks like they're going to take this series 4-0. We got a minute and a half to go, so Team Rocket, though, needs to pull some miracles out of their hat.
I just want to see at least Team Rocket getting a break in this clean sheet. Like, that's something you don't want to see, is a clean sheet on you throughout this entire game.
Yeah, it's going to be tricky. I mean, they certainly can do it, but with the way they're playing right now, they're just getting taken to task right now by Flipside.
Yeah, they're disorganized and in disarray. You don't know where the clear is coming from or the shots. It's just almost like chickens with their heads cut off. They're losing their stability very quickly.
Yeah, and we are down to our final minute of play. Still nothing on the score sheet for Team Rocket. They're stuck, falling back, having to play defensively. Just constant shots on net, and finally something does go in.
Just breaking them down one by one.
Yep. Comes Mike Rules, gets that contact. Marky. Mike gets the final shot. Squeezes it past everybody. 6-0. Flipside Tactics basically has this in the bag.
And see, the scary thing to this is Yuma Zero, from what I know, gave them the best challenge, I want to say, because from what I heard, Andrew and Linkaroo actually got a few good setups to make it really rough on Flipside. But in this, I mean, it's a complete meltdown.
Yeah, ugly stuff, but...
Mark, you do to Flipside to serve match point. 15 love.
Doomsy calling the longest Rule 1 ever. I'm going to hold him to that. I've seen some pretty long Rule 1s.
We had last time a 30-second one in last Gfinity, so if they can beat the 30 seconds, they win. I'll keep count.
Oh, trying to get the clean sheet. Here we go. Coming out of the final 10 seconds, they're going to try to get a long Rule 1 here.
Oh, no.
And nothing. What was that? That was pathetic. That was nothing. Well, Either way, there you have it. Team Rocket going to blast off again. And the series goes 4-0 to Flipside Tactics.
Yeah, definitely. I'm just letting Mike Rules know that we appreciate his emote.
Oh yeah, we sure do. Anyway, well there you have it. There is your Gfinity tournament for today. It is a little past 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna wrap things up here. But I had an amazing time. This was a crazy tournament. Team Rocket put on some of the best, most entertaining matches of the night, hands down. But we will both be back in 2 days.
I know.
For ESL, Go for Rocket League Europe Cup 10. Yeah, you were going to be joining me.
Exactly. I cannot wait.
And for anybody who doesn't know by now, this is going to be my last Gfinity for now, for the week. Next week I will not be here. Same thing with ESL, will not be here. I am going to get married. So I will be away next week for everything. Yeah.
By the way, everyone, don't worry. I will be streaming it live. Don't worry about it. I'll have you guys covered. Shalthis is going to hook me up. I'll have it streamed for you guys live. We'll even have his emote up there. I'm going to talk with Mike Rules. We're going to have everything set up.
The tournament, by the way, not my wedding. That will be streamed. That will not be streamed on Twitch.
Aww.
If you want to bring the tournament, bring that. Anyway.
Alright.
That's going to do it for this tournament. We'll be back on Sunday with the next ESL. But I'm wrapping up here. My name's Shalthis for Freezing Wolves. We will see you in a couple days.
Take care.